the big question tonight is Doug. Um, what character are you playing? Are you sticking with
I
the
think I'm gonna
bard?
go with Pirate Dan,
Okay.
Yeah.
not Long Low Duck.
So I'm gonna delete your token for our long low duck, and I'm gonna
All right.
archive that character sheet just in case you die or something like that, and you want to come in with a new character.
All right.
Let's hope that doesn't happen, but you never know. All right, so I saw that everybody wrote backgrounds. That's great. I'm gonna before we get into some D&D talk, let's just talk a little bit about some of the things that are going to happen tonight.
Okay.
First, if you ever need me to repeat myself, or if I'm not being clear, or you can't hear me, or you just have some question, it's totally fine. Just interrupt me and ask me to repeat myself or to talk more clearly. Second question is, can everybody hear the music?
Oh, I had
Yes.
my turn
Yep.
down.
The
Let
music.
me turn that up. Okay.
Yes.
It's pretty quiet, but I can hear it.
There you go. I got it.
Okay. So you can actually change the volume of the music if you go to that cog in the top right, Doug, and then you
Okay.
change you slide that setting there for master music volume level.
All right. Well, it was at maximum.
Okay. All right. Well, what I can do is I can actually change the volume under the.
I think it's fine. It's just real light background stuff. I mean, otherwise
good.
you won't be able to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing is if you ever want to whisper me or you want to give me a private message, I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm not totally paying attention to the chat log. Same as because I might be on another part of the game, so I may not necessarily know that you're whispering me. So what I suggest you do, unless you don't want to reveal to the other players that you just whispered me, is just say in the chat, just say out loud, "Hey Joe, I just whispered you," so that way I know that I have to check the chat log and I have to look at what you sent me. Is that cool with everybody?
Okay.
Yeah, because for the most part, I won't be looking at the chat log in Discord. Simply because that's too many places for me to look, and I gotta concentrate on running the game.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So far, any questions? Any
yeah, I have a
comments
question.
anybody wants to make?
How do I whisper in the chat on Roll20? Just so we're
/W.
clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'd be /W, and then you could type GM, and that will get me. I believe so. Try it if you aren't sure. Yeah,
I have
there
a
you go.
question, not really about that, but what do these dice with the ones on them mean?
Yes. So what these dice are with the ones on them, the one indicates how many of those tokens you have. So what I explained earlier to Doug and Ryan is that these are inspiration tokens. So because everybody wrote a background, I'm automatically giving everybody inspiration to start off with. All right?
Oh, cool.
So the way you use it is you just take the token, like you click, you drag it, and you drop it right onto the map. And then you say, hey, I'm going to use my inspiration. And then what will happen is that I'll take it back, and it will go back into the inspiration deck. And then whenever you earn it again, I'll give it back to you.
Neat.
Okay? So it kind of functions like a card that just sits above your character. That way I know you have it. All right?
There's also
Go ahead.
there's a D20 sort of floating around on the far right. What is that about?
That's the same thing.
Yeah, that's the actual deck itself, so you shouldn't be able to touch it.
All right.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
there. Okay.
can you
Alright.
click and drag it for any reason?
No, I can
right?
click it and make it say inspiration discard.
Okay,
That-
yeah, that's just the
Nothing happens.
discard deck. Yeah, because there's the cards. The deck's only 5 cards, so everybody's got a card at the moment.
All right.
Cool.
I
All
get
right.
it.
Now, in terms of your tokens, you'll notice that like I put a red health bar token above everybody. Can everybody see everybody else's token?
Yes.
I think so. I mean, I
And
see a
can
bunch of
everybody see everybody else's health?
Yeah.
I can
That
see
red
the
bar.
bar, but not like the numbers. So yeah.
Yeah, you can see the bar, but not the numbers. Okay, so that's cool because I don't really care about people sharing information about how healthy you are or how many hit points you have left. I think the bar is a good judge of that. So, in previous editions there were spells that kind of did that, but I don't really care. You know, I want you to be able to say like, hey, you know, hey, that guy's my PC ally over there is low on health. Let me go ahead and heal him if I can.
But these are all relative. I mean, Aristophanes has 1 hit point, and he still gets a full bar.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. In fact, I don't really need to put a bar on Aristophanes because it's kind of dumb to do that. But
Poor bird.
but the thing is, I don't know if I actually can hide it. For
What I
him.
want is a separate graphic for when he's down. I want to have him with the legs up and feathers all over the place. But can't do that.
This parrot is dead.
And then Doug, I gave you a donkey because I noticed on your character sheet you had bought one.
Sure.
With a cart.
Yeah. I figured my character wasn't very strong. He couldn't carry the stuff I wanted, and I had just enough money to buy a donkey and a cart, so I went ahead and did.
All right.
I hope it's
a
no big
big
deal. I
donkey.
figure it's just a possession.
No, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not trained to fight or anything like that.
Oh no! I figure he's gonna run off in the first fight. I don't even have animal handling.
Yeah. All right, so I think we're in good shape right now. Does anybody have any questions, or do you guys want to talk about backgrounds now?
I think we're good.
No questions, really.
Good for now. I might come up with something.
Okay. So in terms of backgrounds, I know everybody wrote their own little thing, but I didn't really see anybody relate their background to somebody else. So I guess one of the questions I'm going to ask is, does anybody in the group already know one of the other PCs?
I don't think so.
I don't.
We're all
think
strangers.
Specifically. I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
happy to say we've
know.
already met in the bar, the classical tavern scene. But
Well,
I'm
aren't
fine with
we,
it. We
aren't
already
we
know each
on
other
the
vaguely.
road? Yeah.
you know,
I thought we were like on the road going.
Yeah.
to
So
Nightstone?
yeah, exactly. So unlike a game that may traditionally start in like a tavern, I personally don't like to do that because it's like
Aw.
every D&D game.
one of the
so
hooks
I don't-
even mentioned there's a tavern.
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are actually at Nightstone yet. So you're actually on your way to Nightstone for one
On
of
my
the
way to Nightstone to visit the tavern because it's that impressive. That's some tavern.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So did everybody get a chance to actually look at the adventure hooks?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I put it in my story.
Yes, I did see your hook, so I know your reason. I did not see hooks for everybody else, though.
I did a hook for mine.
I don't have a specific hook. I'm trying to find some. My character is just looking for some way to gain some money and some power in the short term.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So,
that
Generically looking
more
for
or less,
adventure. Your mic is really
similar
soft.
here, where
Turn around.
yeah, I think more or less I'm in the same boat. I'm just trying to find like people that I can help and do good things because cleric charity. So I'm here because I heard the rumors about the goblins, I think.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So you're here for Goblin Rumors. Doug is here just because he wants to have a good time. I'm sorry, Pirate Dan.
Good time. I'm looking for money. I'm looking for money, and I'm trying to build up my power so I can get my revenge in the long term.
Revenge.
Right,
So
right now, you didn't read my character bio, man.
I did read you. I didn't realize there was revenge there.
It was revenge, man.
This
Revenge.
is implied, I think.
Maybe it's not in the bio. Maybe it's just in the what do you call it? Not a flaw.
Ah, I do see it now. It
Ideals.
is under your bonds.
All right, I thought I'd put it in the bio. Oh well.
Someday we'll
I
have
can't keep it too
vengeance.
straight in my head.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I have a tie-in for that, so that's a good note. Let me make a note on that. So
Ooh.
Pirate Dan, Vengeance on Sirens. Okay. So I did also I have something cool for Ryan's background. And then over time, I really like to incorporate everybody's background into the adventure somehow in the campaign. So what I'll do is I'll take a look at the campaign. I'll find a good spot that I think would be relevant to your background, and then I'll try to integrate that in some way. So if there's something in particular that stands out, definitely let me know that, hey, this part of my background I really want to be, further clarified, or I want it to have something to do with the adventure, and then I'll try to fit it in. Another thing that this adventure particularly does is that it hands out a lot of treasure, but random treasure. So I asked Ryan already, and I got his opinion. But what's everybody else's opinion on, me rolling on random treasure tables for handing out treasure? Would you rather I pick something that's relevant to your character, and hence is still a surprise? B, you give me a wish list, and then I try to relate treasure that you get to that wish list. Or C, I just completely keep it random, and I just roll a table, and that's what you get.
I think my preference would probably be random treasure, but with a little bit of fiddling from you, so that in terms of like if we get, let's say we get a magic weapon or something like that, that somebody has like the right kind of weapon for what they use, like that kind of thing. But other than that, or that we don't get like something that is like, only a warlock can use this item. So I think just like, I guess that would be my preference, would be mostly random, but maybe with a little bit of input to make sure.
I agree. That was my.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. What about Jay and Susan and Doug?
I like that.
I think if randomly picked, but just make sure they are relevant to the party. I think we'll be fine.
I like the relevance thing.
Yeah. All right, so no Rod of the Pact or magic two-handed greatswords. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And I don't know about anyone else, but as far as I don't have my heart set on any particular magic item, so
I don't even know.
I wouldn't be able to put it together a list.
Me neither.
Okay. All right. Any questions in terms of rules or variants or things that you typically ask a GM and you want to make sure the GM's on board with the way you think the rule works?
I guess I have a question about my character traits that I said is small. It's not really rules, but the character traits I haven't really set. I wrote something down, but then I looked at it and said, bleh. So is it all right if I modify things like character traits and stuff as we go, if I've come up with something better?
Yeah, that's fine. And let me actually say, in terms of handing out inspiration, I do it more off of role-playing and achieving certain, achievements or completing certain goals in the adventure. So, in other words, I won't always give you inspiration just because you're role-playing your character to your ideals and traits and bonds. I try to give it more often than that. So, I mean, if at times you feel like I'm not giving enough, just feel free to bring it up, because I've played with plenty of DMs, especially in Adventurers League, which I stopped playing, that don't even give it out. And I think that's like a really critical point of the game, is like you should be handing it out. So
yeah, when I'm the DM, I always forget that inspiration is a thing, and I ended up putting in like a house rule where the players can give each other inspiration or like nominate each other, just because I would never remember otherwise.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily suggesting that for you. I'm just like saying like I sympathize with the wanting it to come more often.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool idea. Maybe what we can do is kind of work that into the game somehow, like kind of like do an MVP for every scene, and then like you guys can award inspiration to whoever you decide the MVP is.
And whatever you think is best. I was just
It's just a thought.
That's just a thing that
I think that might be useful if we actually decide that we're not getting enough inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
Let's see
Like
how
that's
you
the thing
deal with
that I
first.
do works for my home game. I only have 2 players in that game, so it's like a different kind of setting. But
Yeah, you can't really play favorites when the only person you have to give it to is the other player, right? So.
yeah.
All right, fair enough. Anything else?
No.
Is everybody's character done? It
Yeah.
seemed to me that way.
Yes.
Okay.
Mine's done.
Are we
Yeah.
going to use the Roll20 built-in roller?
Yeah, so I don't know if you got a chance to play around with your character sheet, Dan, but a lot of the things when you mouse over them, they'll turn into they'll turn red, and that means you can click on it and it can roll it.
I didn't notice the red, but I noticed that you could click on a skill and get it to happen. You can click on your weapon damage and get it to happen. I noticed that by default it rolls advantage, disadvantage. Is that how you want it?
Yeah,
I don't.
It lets it
Personally
turn
don't care. Yeah, you mean I actually prefer that everybody just roll with advantage because that way you don't have to waste time rolling another set of dice. When you do have an advantage. But if you want to just toggle it on and off, that's up to you.
All right.
Yeah, I
it really
toggled it
doesn't make
off
a difference to
on-
me.
yeah, I toggled it off on mine because I hate it when I roll and like the second roll is really good, but I know that I'm not using it.
Yeah.
So I just put it on normal for mine. But yeah.
Okay. And then for me, I think I have it on for everything. So, what I'm going to do is if I don't have an advantage, then I'll just use the roll on the left. That's just my normal roll. Okay? Is that clear to everybody?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So I apologize. I'm a little run down today. I may be coming down with bronchitis. I don't know, but so if I sound a little hoarse, just don't mind me. I'm gonna probably pop in a cough drop in my mouth or drink some water or anything like that. Yeah, like in this particular case, you just rolled a 20 on that strength save, but because you don't have advantage, it's actually a 9. So.
Yeah.
All right. So let me start. Cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready?
Cool. Yeah.
All right. So for the most part, I'm gonna keep it on this screen until we're ready to actually transition to a screen with an actual map.
Okay.
And bear with me because a lot of the things in Roll20, there's a lot of information in this campaign. There's a huge journal, so I might take sometimes a little bit of extra time to set up. So just keep that in mind.
That's fine.
It's fine.
All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna say that like all of you are essentially you've been traveling along the high road for days, and as evening approaches, you spot a wooden signpost next to a trail that heads north into the hills. Nailed to the post are 3 arrow-shaped signs. 2 of them are marked Waterdeep, and another is marked Daggerford, that follows the high road, but point in opposite directions. However, there is a third that's marked Nightstone, and it beckons you to follow the trail. If memory serves, Nightstone is roughly 10 miles up. So you're kind of at like a T-shaped intersection. North is Waterdeep, Daggerford is to the south, and to the, I guess, northeast is Nightstone itself. And all of you are separate at this time. So for whatever reasons, you decide to continue along the road, but you're pretty close. And like I said, evening is kind of approaching, so it's maybe about 2 hours before full sunset. Okay?
Okay.
I whispered you, Joe.
Okay.
If memory serves, Nightstone's on a river.
No, it's kind of inland. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yes, it is. It is on a river.
Okay.
It's not a very
It's the
large
ocean.
river, and Nightstone's kind of
At
like
least
just
10 miles
built
long.
yeah, I don't know if it's at least 10 miles long, but it is definitely
okay.
on the road.
All right.
It's kind of like Nightstone's like plopped in the middle of it. I don't want to do introductions to each other just yet,
Okay.
simply because you guys haven't really met each other yet.
I was gonna be like real life introductions, not character ones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't know each other.
Doug and Ellie, have you met? I don't think so, right? This is the first time you guys talk to
mean-
each other, yeah?
I
I don't think
suppose
we've
so.
been on chat at the same time, no.
Okay.
So, hi,
You guys
hi,
want
Ellie.
to
I'm
give
Doug.
like a little, personal introduction about yourselves?
I'm
Yeah,
Doug. You're Ellie.
hi.
We
Yes,
played D&D.
I'm
I bet.
Ellie.
Yes. It's a good time. I'm a college student. I like D&D and science fiction and cats.
All right. Well, there you are.
And I don't
Good
really
things to
know.
like.
That's all I got.
Now, I am not a college student. I am middle-aged. I have a wife and kids and a mortgage, and I have a cat, but I don't like cats. So there we are.
Oh,
Susan, your
Our
turn.
cat's actually very sweet. Other than her claws and her teeth, she's great.
yeah.
Oh. My name is Susan. I like to draw. I have a job. I only did 2 years of college, so I'm out of there. And I play D&D, I guess, technically only since a year ago. Ryan and I started looking into it. But we're super
Yeah.
excited to get like a real game going. We're dying of excitement, if you cannot tell.
Guys, I'm Ryan, and I like to party. But I'm a senior at my local college, and I'm ready to play this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jay?
Hello, I'm Jay. I'm a wrinkly old man with children who suck me dry. That's why I'm old beyond my time.
Oh, you're not that old, man.
Compared to these young whippersnappers, oh God, I'm an archaic beast.
I'm pretty sure Doug's older than you, actually.
Impossible.
All right. Well, my name's Joe. I'm 36 years old. I'm playing D&D for 25 years. I know Jay in real life. I really wanted to run Storm King's Thunder, and I was trying to find a suitable group to do that. So I'm sorry about the painful, maybe painful to some of you, interview process, but let's get the show on the road. Let's get started, and hopefully we have some fun tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay!
All right. So, that being said, you follow the trail for about 10 miles or so to Nightstone, and off in the distance, you can make out. We'll start with Ryan here. You can make out a pair of travelers also on the road ahead of you. From behind, what you could tell is kind of like the silhouette of a pretty tall person, probably wearing armor. And do you have a readily visible weapon, Ellie?
I'd have a sword, but it's like sheathed.
Okay. So you can tell that they're armed, but in the distance, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they're armed with. And they look like they're heading in the same direction as you. And then on top of that, on the side of the road, probably taking a little break right now, just to, I guess, rest his weary bones, would be Doug's character, I would say. Maybe you're just there restringing your lute. What do you play, a lute or a mandolin?
Sure. It looks like a guitar. It's a viol. That's and not a violin, but it's essentially a guitar. But
Okay.
yeah, a lute or guitar. Just doesn't matter what you call it.
Sure.
I can call it a mandol, a viol, a guitarra. There's a bunch of names. They're all the same instrument.
He's just shredding
Sure.
through the fire and flames, you know.
And then next to him, kind of grazing on the grass, is a donkey with a cart attached to it, and then also what looks like a little parrot or some sort of bird, I guess, on your shoulder.
Actually, it's probably right now on the donkey.
Okay, there you go. It's hopping around on the donkey's head. So Ryan, like I said, you're on the road. That's immediately what you see.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna just continue. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he would talk to any of them, so he's gonna
Okay.
just continue his own way.
So
For now.
Doug, why don't you, Ryan, you describe Kareem to Doug's character? What
He's
Doug's character would see.
He's pretty tan. He has a whip to his belt side. He's holding a shield, and he's just kind of walking along on the trail. He has a backpack too.
Probably looks like a foreigner.
He looks really different. Not anything like you've probably seen. He has a kind of a jewel headpiece in his hair, and he has like a gold neck piece on his neck.
Like Egyptian.
All right.
All right. Let me see. I'll see if I can manage an interaction there. Let's see how I'm trying to give me a second. Ahoy there, young feller there. You heading up into there to that there Nightstone up a road piece? Are you heading that way?
Why, yes. What did you want to know? What's wrong? Why are you talking to me?
Well, I'm heading that way myself, and I was just resting my bones here, and I was thinking, I can't get my mule here, my donkey, Ed. He's not moving along, and I was wondering if you were any good with animals.
Not particularly.
Oh, alrighty. Well, I'll tell you, if you can help me get him moving along, I'll give you a ride in my cart all the way up to town.
That is a interesting offer.
But if you're not interested, hey, never don't mind. Feel free to walk on. I'm sure I'll get this donkey moving eventually.
You seem nice enough. I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Do it. Should I roll an animal check?
Whip him. No, that's me.
Are you trained?
Not particularly.
Okay, then sure. You can attempt an animal check. And as you are, tending to the donkey, you're petting the side of the donkey's head. You're trying to, calm it down or see to it as the guy with the pirate voice suggested that you do. You do see that person up the road, that large figure with the sword at its side, notices your conversation and kind of turns around and starts heading in your direction.
So should I describe what my character looks like now?
Yeah.
So this is you see a dragonborn, which is pretty uncommon to see a dragonborn walking around. Unless you've met a dragonborn before, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that she's a female, because it's kind of hard to tell for somebody who's used to more human-looking people. And she's pretty tall and has bronze scales and is wearing. And I've got a sword and shield, stowed. The shield has. I don't actually know what Bahamut's holy symbol is. Has the holy symbol of Bahamut. I think it's the head of like a silver dragon head.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The platinum dragon.
Yep. It's like the platinum dragon says the holy symbol of Bahamut on the shield, and I kind of walk up and I sort of wave. I say, "Are you having trouble with that donkey? You need help?"
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. The thing won't move at all. Hey, you're a big fella, aren't you? Yeah, maybe you can help us get this blasted beast to moving.
What are you?
Have you ever met a dragonborn before?
I do not come from these lands. I have no idea what that is. What?
Well, it's me. I don't know what to say.
They come from the far-off Isle of Lumbago, I believe. They come in different colors. They have the name Dragonborn, but my understanding is, don't correct me if I'm wrong there, but you're more of a lizard descent than a true dragon. Is that not the case?
No, it's pretty draconic. I'm from the nation of Timanther. We're actually, in Draconic, we call ourselves Viamniri, but we've kind of given up on getting other people to call us anything but Dragonborn, so it's fine.
What was that again? You
but
wanted to be called? Say that again.
It's fine. That's just the Draconic. It's
Say it.
Viamniri. I just put it in the chat.
Viamniri. You're one of the Viamniri.
It means. Yes, it means Ashborn ones in Draconic because the Dragonborn, the Viamniri of my nation, we were originally, well, at least according to our legends, we were originally the slaves of evil dragons and then rebelled. So, descendant of dragons, but not particularly fond of them. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's quite interesting. You know, I sailed for a feller who looked like you there. And for 2 years, he never mentioned he liked to be called Viamniri. Well, it's good to know. So now that you're standing there, you any good with animals? You think you can get this beast a moving?
And just
I'm gonna
as you
keep my
say
hand-
that, just as you say that, you actually see that there's another figure now coming from the road to the southwest, who looks like Jay's character. So go ahead. Why don't you describe yourself, Jay? As you come upon this group of travelers hanging out around the rock and a donkey.
All right. It's a female human, pale skin, black hair. Not very tall, 5'5". Just walking down cautiously, kind of looking over your group of eccentrics, and seems her eyes kind of widen in excitement as she kind of notices, she eyes the Dragonborn and seems to move quickly to meet with the creature.
Hello there, young lady. You friend of our Viamniri here.
I keep my hand on my weapon at all times, just in case.
No, I haven't met her acquaintance. Hello.
Hello, my name is Marin, and I was just about to try to help this gentleman with his donkey. I am actually not bad with animals, and
She's just looking at you up and down, admiring you, almost wanting to touch you.
The donkey's ears twitch and kind of just brays, and then continues chewing on grass like it does not want to.
well, I'm not really used to donkeys. You know, I was a member of
Do you have any
cavalry,
wings?
but we rode bats.
Do you
So
breathe fire?
I breathe lightning actually.
Lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah, you know. I bet if you got behind the cart and you threw one off there, maybe that'd scare the donkey into going forward.
Well, I wouldn't want to scare the donkey.
Well, let me think. You know, maybe
You
maybe
can ram it with your horns.
Horns. What?
I'm not going to do that.
All right, fine. I understand. It's probably rough on the throat anyway. Oh, young woman there.
Yeah, I
Did
can only
you
do
say?
it so
Did you say your
often.
name was? Did you say your name when you came up? I didn't hear it.
So, was
What?
that to me?
Were you talking to me?
I'm talking here to the young, the shorter, dark-haired woman here with the pale skin. Did you introduce yourself?
Oh no, sorry, I was distracted. My name is Zinfel Emberbrand.
It's quite a name there. So, you any good with animals?
Well, hardly.
Hardly. Well, then between the four of us, we're hardly any good with a donkey. Maybe if I take an apple or something, I'm sure somewhere in my sack I must have something. Here. It's a bit dry. Maybe we'll try this. I'll go ahead. Let me see if I can find my character sheet here.
Suddenly, you guys start to hear a tolling bell off in the distance. It seems like it's coming from up the road toward the direction where Nightstone should be. And just as you hear that bell, you can actually also hear the clopping of hooves from the opposite direction where Zinfeld just came from. And striding atop a large antlered beast with a shaggy white fur is a new addition to your party.
All of these animals.
So Zarana, why don't you explain? Why don't you describe yourself?
I'm a half elf in kind of a winter jacket. I'm comfortable being in it, even if it's not that hot. But I like being around. Winter's pretty tall. That's the name of my good elk there. And we're probably just clopping slowly towards everybody. And what is it? Do I see him up there?
So yeah, you see the party kind of gathered around the rock. There's a donkey minding its own business, eating the grass. There's a guy with a guitar, kind of sitting on a rock, looking through his bag for an apple or something. And then like 3 other figures all kind of standing around trying to get the donkey to move. And then, like I said, all of a sudden you guys hear what sounds like a tolling of a bell, wild tolling off in the distance.
What is
Sir,
that?
That's odd.
Yeah, the donkey's head kind of like goes up and you see his ears twitch like he's hearing the noise. And then like
Sir,
on his
I
own
think-
he starts moving.
Sir, I think you need to get a refund on this animal.
Excuse me for a minute. I have to do something else in the house. I'll be back in just 2 minutes, all right? Sorry about that.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna
well-
start heading over, I guess.
I was gonna walk up to you guys.
I'm gonna wave hello to her. Well, Matt, I was just about to ask if you could help with this stubborn donkey, but it seems like whoever's ringing that bell did the job for you.
Yeah, I saw you guys up here. It seems like you might be in a little bit of distress. And I was gonna ask, but I guess it seems this donkey is the issue.
Yeah, that was it. Are you also heading to Nightstone?
I am indeed.
All right. Well, that being said, Kareem, you did say first that you were going to be heading in that direction, and the donkey just seems to follow you. Maybe the donkey liked you because of the rubbing you gave him earlier, or whatever the case is. You seem to have made friends with the donkey, and now he's following you down the road, pulling his cart along as it clops along the, the ruts and stones that exist on the trail. You guys can choose to remain behind if you wish, but as I said, you hear a wild tolling that carries itself quite far because you're probably a mile away from Nightstone.
There.
No, sorry,
Okay.
Well, I think my internet's weird. Are we back?
Oh, I'm back. Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
everybody back. I think it's Barbara just meeting you right now.
Oh, there.
Oh, there you go.
I never left.
Weird.
No, I think
Yeah.
Discord
Discord
had
just
some.
disconnected.
There must be
I
some
think there
server
might have
issues.
been some kind of Discord server issue because it just disconnected like me and a couple others as well.
Yep,
Yeah, there's
that's
two
what happened to
Doug.
me. I don't see Doug at all in here.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
here.
Doug left.
He left out of the Roll20 app as well.
I'll probably get back on.
No, he's still in Roll20.
He was out of it and now he's back in. But
Oh, okay.
it's weird.
Okay.
Well, I think he said he had to go grab something, so probably Discord went out and booted him, and he hasn't got back to his computer yet.
Yeah.
Also, now there's three.
I feel a disturbance in the force.
You're okay.
It is a little bit weird still.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Here. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh. Join. I can hear you.
Hello.
All right, so we got 2 people so far. I usually never have a problem with Google Hangouts.
That works.
Disable the Discord for now.
Yep.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
Welcome.
Is there a push to talk option on here?
probably.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you sound really
can.
good.
Okay. Works.
I think we're
Well,
just waiting
that's,
for Doug now.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a push to talk option though.
I don't see anything.
Okay, well, I apologize in advance then.
Are you gonna be farting at your computer or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's definitely. Yeah, they're probably getting DDoSed by somebody.
Well, that's
A
great.
hacker group.
Why? Why would you do that?
Poodle Corp. Have you never heard of Poodle Corp? I mean, they do so many things. They're just to ruin people's days.
Bunch of dicks.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, yeah. Let's give
Doug's
Doug
getting
here a
here.
second. Yeah. So I assume everybody's going to be following Kareem and the donkey. Yes?
I was heading
Yes.
that way anyway.
Okay, cool. Let me get you guys all set up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have like 4,000 windows open. Watch. Oh. So, by the way, let me just show this to you guys. If you guys zoom all the way out on the map,
It's dark.
yeah, it is going to be dark for a second.
there
But if
you
you
go,
zoom
so-
out, you'll see the revealed areas in the Fog of War there. And the really cool thing that they set up here was that if you use the ruler icon, you can actually see like how far the distance is between like certain spots on the map.
What?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's really cool. It's like all done to scale.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, so if you go from
That's
like
so
Nightstone to
far.
that T intersection on the high road, it actually is like 10 miles or close to it.
That's like a half,
That's super cool.
half minute.
I told you it was on the river.
Fancy.
Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. And by the way, this is not the exact same map that is in the map of the North under the players folder, but
Sure,
it's
it has
close.
stuff added.
Yeah, because they added a lot of stuff, and for some reason they never released the player version of that map, so it's got like a lot of extra things on it that you guys shouldn't know about. So that's why I'm
Cool,
using
man.
this map, and I'm just going to do Fog of War with it.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
So that being said, let me get you set up on the next map.
And just to be clear, everyone can hear me again, right? I'm in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
you're good, man.
I have never used Google Hangouts, so I wasn't sure if I had the settings right.
That's pretty awesome. I love it.
At least the sound's clear. That's good.
Oh no, this is a problem. Everybody turned into a giant on this map, so I have to readjust everybody's token
again.
sizes. I don't want you guys to be 10-foot squares.
Why not?
Giant parrot here.
Yeah, the
When
parrot
giant-
especially.
When giant parrots attack. Change the campaign up.
Yeah, so just nice. Yeah, so bear with me because I'm gonna have tons of issues like this that is hard to predict during the game.
Yeah.
So,
Don't worry about it.
Session 1, we got this.
Attack on Nightstone. Yeah.
It might happen. Don't laugh about that.
So yeah, but Winter is an actual 10-foot square, isn't he?
Yeah,
right?
he is.
He's large.
He does.
He's large
He does
large
take
size.
up like 10 by
He
10
might.
square. That's what I read in the
Winter,
book.
you're so fat.
Yeah, he's fat. I'd imagine he takes like a rectangle space.
The stats you gave the donkey, just occurs to me, are the stats for like a horse.
Yeah,
Not
I didn't.
actual
I
donkey.
couldn't find actual D&D stats for donkey, so I just used the
Oh,
horse stats for now.
Probably under mule. It's probably under mule.
Oh, I didn't think to look for that. That would have made more sense.
It's all right. I don't mind. It's a really big donkey. Again, good value.
Oh, it is under mule. Damn it! I can actually
It's
look
terrible
at
donkey.
that.
All right.
Give me-
Then I'll
give me
change the
one
bio.
second.
So it doesn't mention how enormous he is for a donkey.
that would be
That's
pretty
why
funny.
he's so stubborn.
He was taller than me.
Oh, there you go. I think that worked. Did that work? No, it did not. Yeah, so it is still large, but I think it doesn't take up like the full 10-foot square. I don't know. It would seem kind of like a big fat donkey if it did.
It controls 4 squares of space, is what it said, but you know, it's a rectangular shaped creature. It's not like it's actually a square shaped fat
You,
donkey.
you have a rectangular elk?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Basic
All right.
shapes.
We'll do it like that. All right, so Dan, are you on the back of the cart?
Sure, I'm on the back of the cart. I don't see the cart icons. All I see is the main map.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna move you guys there for in 1 second. I'm just
All right.
setting up.
Yeah, by now I'll be on the cart.
Okay.
It's
So-
there's probably not a ton of room for too many other people. It's not that big a cart, but anyone else who wants to crowd in there probably can.
All right.
I'm good.
So, like I said, you're only about a mile or two down the road from Nightstone, and as you guys are approaching, like I said, night is falling. So there's maybe about an hour and a half of daylight still left, maybe even only an hour. And the sound grows louder as Nightstone comes into view. What you see is a river that flows around the settlement, forming a large moat. And the village itself is contained within a wooden palisade, beyond which you see a windmill, a tall steeple, and the high-pitched rooftops of several other buildings. Apart from the ringing of the bell, you detect no other activity in the village, and the trail ends before a lower drawbridge, a bridge that spans the moat. Beyond the drawbridge, you see two stone watchtowers that flank an open gap in the palisade. South of the village, and surrounded by the river moat, is a cone-shaped, flat-topped hill on which stands a stone keep enclosed by a wooden wall. The keep, which overlooks the village, has partially collapsed. A wooden bridge that once connected the keep to the village has also partially collapsed as well. So I'm going to move you guys now to the Nightstone map and change some music.
Ooh. Oh.
DJ Callie.
All right, so you guys should be able to see the Nightstone map at this point.
It's just black for me.
Zoom
Blackness.
out.
Night out. It's obviously nighttime. I can't see anything.
Yes. No darkness.
Where am I? What is going on? Who are you people?
So maybe I set up. Yeah, that would probably work. Let me see if you see from Aristophanes. You do, right? Okay. What about Zorana? Can
What?
you see?
Oh yeah, I can see.
You can see okay, right?
I see where
Yeah.
we are. Yeah.
I cannot.
Oh, it's a teeny
am I?
tiny people.
I still don't see anything.
It's a big map.
Yep.
Big
It
map.
is
Give me
very
one
dark.
second, I had my tokens wrong. That's why.
It is very
A
dark. out.
saber-toothed Eskimo there at the top of the map. That's fair, actually. It's a saber-toothed, what's the word? Inuit?
Ah, here we are.
I still see nothing.
Yep.
Oh,
one
there we go.
Yep.
Oh, sort of see something.
All right.
Zoom
I'm
out.
still
What's
blind.
going on?
I still don't see anything.
There's like blackness being.
Zoom out.
I
Sucked
did
out.
yours last, Ellie. So
That's
see if
fine.
you can see now.
Oh.
I like
yeah.
those streaks in the fog of war.
Now I see.
'Cause that's how we
Zoom out
see
some
it.
more. Yes.
All right.
Whoa. Every time I zoom, it decides to draw the map in a different place. It's getting distracting.
This map's really cool.
All right.
Alrighty.
There appear to be some rocks with long shadows behind them in town.
Not again. I've seen this before.
Yeah, this seems.
So, are
not
you guys
good.
approaching stealthily at all? Anyone? By the time you reach this point?
No way! I'm in
no.
a
I wouldn't
horse.
be.
I'm in a donkey and cart.
I'm running.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just clapping
You weren't
on.
being very stealthful.
So Kareem's in the lead at the moment, and Marin is
The
moving
cart has
forward.
can't move the cart before the horse.
You can select them as one thing and move them.
Yeah, you can select.
Multiple things and then move it with the arrow keys, actually. Just clopping along.
Your bird. Your bird went into the tree. Oh
So
wow!
one thing that immediately stands out to you guys is that one, nobody's out here to greet you. Number two, there's a tolling bell that just keeps going on and on and on. I mean, wildly, like to no rhythm or pattern to it.
Oh, so it's not just like the night bell, ding ding. It's just going. All right.
Constantly.
Yeah, and on top of that, the bridge that connects the village to the road, is down, and then the other bridge that connects the motte to the actual village itself, where the palisade is located, that one's partially collapsed. So first thing you see when you get to that point in the bridge, which you can probably now notice on the map, is that fighting in. Oh, well, first thing is that yes, there's a couple watchtowers, right? And then further inside Nightstone, you see these huge, enormous boulders that have just dug into the earth itself, like they were literally like dropped out of the sky for some reason. Then in the center of the town, you see an enormous pit that's probably about 10 feet wide or so, several buildings, and then fighting over what looks like the dead carcass of a dog, you see two enormous wolves, Kareem. Okay, stop moving, Kareem. Because right when you get to about in between the watchtowers, now stop moving. Right when you get in between the two watchtowers is when these two enormous wolves see you. And at that point, I'm gonna start up initiative. All right.
What's going on here?
So does everybody know how to use initiative in Roll20? Dan, you probably don't because you've. I'm sorry, Doug, you probably don't because you've never used it. But what you need to do is to click on your token, and make sure your token's selected first. Then select your. Then click on your initiative from your character sheet.
I gotta pick up. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my character sheet. It was kind of in the way before.
Winter.
Did I roll? I'm confused.
I rolled for.
Mine's
I
not
guess I
working. Oh,
did
there we go.
technically
That's why.
roll.
I was hitting the 0 instead
I
of
know,
the
I don't use them.
initiative button.
Nice.
You win.
All right, so I'm trying to roll initiative, and it keeps giving me this. What do you call it? A red bar. It says, like, you can't do. Here we go. Did that happen? Did something happen?
You got it.
Yep, there, you're good. I see your initiative.
Ooh, look how I'm very initiative. Ick. I'm an initiate. 8. You can't beat that.
That's
But yes, you
right.
can. Oh wait, should I? I guess I should give one for. Are we worried about the donkey?
I don't think the donkey's gonna fight.
Yeah, the donkey's got to
Aristophanes,
fight.
I think.
Fine.
Well, I gotta
Donkey
bring
better.
Aristophanes in here.
You take winter.
All
off
right.
there.
So is
He
anybody
doesn't.
missing?
The,
from
the parent doesn't have an initiative box.
The parrot
We
doesn't
just
have
roll.
an initiative box. Oh, so you got to do
No.
the same thing for the parrot. So you would click on the character sheet for the parrot
Right,
after
but he
you
doesn't-
have it selected.
But his character sheet doesn't have an initiative box.
Oh, so you would just click. You put your mouse over Dex and you roll that.
Oh, okay. Good enough.
Oh, but actually it's a familiar, so it acts on your turn anyway.
Oh,
okay.
so he doesn't need one.
Then that's fine. If that's how it works, I'm good.
So I got Winters, Infilmarin, Kareem, Zarena, and Pirate Dan. The donkey doesn't need to roll initiative. Okay, and I got the 2 wargs on the list as well. All right. So immediately, like I said, Kareem, you're the first one to notice that these 2 giant wolves just suddenly look up from they're fighting over the dead dog in the middle of the square, and then they see you and they growl, and everybody can hear this loud guttural growl from the center of the from the village. And Zorana, you're the first one to react to all of this, so you're up in the initiative order. You may not necessarily know what's going on, but you definitely heard the growl.
So,
Hang on,
so
why
those
isn't
wolves
it
are
here?
way back there.
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The wolves are like 100 feet away.
Yeah, you can use the ruler icon from your character to the wolves.
Since I don't see any complete icons in there that I recognize as actual wolves, and so I'm just trying to figure out what we're.
Yeah, where are the wolves?
Yeah, so they're actually. One second.
Maybe if I put the eye in the sky, and here's the parrot.
You
The
guys
parrot is
see
now on the other
anything
side
in
of
the
the
map?
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aristophanes has flown over the wall.
Well, he can do that on your turn. So right now he's just
All
kind
right,
of
fine. I'm
hovering
back.
by you, right?
All right. Well, I had him fly forward, but all right.
All right.
Before you mentioned anything, he was flying forward, but all right.
I heard the growling and I go, what was that? It's strange that no one else is here, and I just sort of walk closer to try and see what's going on. So I guess I'll try and walk 30 feet. I guess I could dash. I'll also dash to get right up behind him.
All right, can you see the two giant wolves on the screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so I'll give you a free nature check.
Okay. Nature check. Where is it? Bam.
All right, so you know that those are not wolves. Whatever growling sound those were did not come from normal creatures. There are wargs, and wargs are these nasty big giant wolves that goblins like to essentially like turn into riding mounts. They delight in like hunting and devouring other creatures, and they're typically raised in the wild by goblins and hobgoblins. An interesting thing about wargs is that they also speak their own language, and a few of them even speak common.
That's cool.
So you're done with actions, I believe. I think you have a bonus.
I'll just say we must be careful here. It seems like something's going on. And that those definitely weren't wolves.
I heard they were having trouble with goblins here.
All right, so Kareem, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take a few steps forward, just to see where I'm at in the town. Do I see anything?
You see whatever your character currently sees on the screen.
Okay. I'm gonna just stay put and hold my turn. Well, I'm not gonna hold my turn. I'm gonna just stay right there. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Do you want to? All you did was move. Do you want to use your action to maybe take defense to like go into a defensive posture?
Sure, but I'm not gonna attack or anything. I'll just stay.
You do a ready
Alright.
action. Right?
Nah, I think I'm gonna just. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll ready my action in case one of them attack me. I'll attack. I'll use my action to attack if one of them attacks me. I'll hold my action.
All right, sure. So, upon seeing you, the two large warg creatures, like I said, they look up, they growl at you very gutturally, and then they immediately start bounding forward. Seeing fresh meat before them, it's too tempting to like continue to fight over the dead dogs, so they rush toward you. And they are so fast that they're actually able to get, the one in the lead is able to get right up to your face. And the other one, ah man, my map just like went so tiny. The other one gets right next to him as well, and that's all they're able to do is take that double move. Oh, I'm sorry, that was only one of them. I made a mistake. Only one of them was able to do that. So Marin, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna put my shield on. I'm drawing my weapon. I'm putting my shield on. What do you say? Donning your shield, I guess. And getting the shield ready is an action. So, I'm just going to come and walk up. Here. Near Kareem, and be ready. Thank you.
All right.
That's all I can do.
So Marin is done. It's Winter's turn.
I don't think I can really use Winter yet. Since not level 3, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. But he'll just stand
so
behind me
Winter
for
is
now.
just gonna kind of stand behind you. He's not used to combat or anything like that, so he kind of just like cowers behind your shoulder and ducks his head a little bit. Pirate Dan.
All right, let's see. Am I mistaken, or am I 60 feet away from said warg?
Let's see here. Yep, you have that right. 60 feet.
All right. Well, I'm going to shout an insulting thing. Begone with you, you scurvy beast! And so I'm attacking with a powerful, vicious mockery.
All right.
Let's see if I can find my vicious mockery button. Let's see.
Oh, Ryan's disconnected
Like from the internet?
from.
Or from
Paul?
Google Hangouts?
Yeah.
All right, did it work? So yes, I've now attacked with a vicious mockery. It's on the warg to save.
Yep, that's right.
Take 1 damage.
So let's see. Well, it's the effect that's more important, right?
Yeah.
So wisdom save for that warg, he succeeds, unfortunately.
All right,
He's
so
able to
nothing
shake
happens to
his
him.
head, and
Oh.
slobber comes out of his mouth, and he's able to resist it.
Jan's going to attack
All
the
right,
wolf.
can the parrot also do something this turn, or is he just, since I've taken my action, he can't do anything other than move?
Yeah, it's a familiar, so it's able to do its normal round of actions. It just acts on your turn.
All right,
The only thing it
Then
cannot
I-
do, because it's a familiar, is attack.
can it do a help?
Yes.
It can do a help.
All right, then he's gonna go. I'm trying to remember.
I think you're back in.
Let's see. So
Sorry
he's
about
gonna
that.
help. We'll say he's gonna fly by the warg and do a help action to help Kareem's next attack against the. Assuming he's making on the assumption that Kareem's going to attack this warg. He's gonna
All
come
right.
by and then he's gonna fly away up here on top up here.
Sure. So he distracts the warg temporarily as the warg snaps at him in the air a couple times, but the bird is just too dexterous to get caught by the warg's jaws, and Kareem, you get advantage on if you attack the warg next turn.
Okay.
The only other thing I can do is I'm gonna move the donkey over here.
All right.
Let me get this right. Hold on.
So Donkey actually doesn't even know what the hell's going on at this point. I mean, he just has his head down and he's just like looking around. He doesn't realize that there's a giant wolf in his way. But you're gonna actually take the reins and pull him away.
I'm gonna walk him over there,
Okay, got it.
and then I'm gonna kind of leave him there hobbled. That's probably too much of an action there, so I'll just walk him over there.
Sure. He starts chewing on some grass.
Hopefully it doesn't run off. All right.
Zinfel.
Alright. I move up onto the bridge. I will launch a dagger at this fine fellow.
All right.
16 to hit, 4 damage.
Yes. So you're actually able to, despite the fact that there's a couple of people in your way, providing it a little bit of cover. 16 is still able to sail over the shoulder of Merrin, and you see a dagger fly right into the flank of the warg. It yelps a little bit in pain. And you do 4 damage. Aren't you a rogue?
Yes.
Yeah, so actually you get
Oh,
your
is
sneak
someone
attack
next to it?
damage. Yeah, Kareem is.
Oh, he's in a shadow to me.
Yeah, it's so hard to see.
All right. Then that's
So-
an extra 3
All right, cool.
sneak attack.
So it's -7. All right. So now the warg in the back sees Kareem there as well, and he darts forward and ends up right next to his buddy. And that's all he's able to do is take that double move. Okay. So Zarana.
Alright, guess I will move a little to the side. I'm worried about shooting someone else in the face. And seeing the warg, I'll immediately make an attack.
On the
Towards
top one? The injured one or the uninjured one?
The bottom one.
All right.
Okay, nope, 10 to hit.
Okay, so unfortunately with Marin and Kareem in the way, it does have some cover, but a 10 is actually still not enough to actually connect, and the arrow just goes right over the warg's head into the square behind him. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's all I can do.
Okay. So Kareem, you're up. You have advantage on attacking the warg on the top.
Okay. Well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand axe and make a slash attack at the warg. $13?
18. You have advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, advantage. Yeah.
So,
Oh, advantage. Sorry, 18. Yeah.
so 18 definitely hits.
6
Nice.
damage.
So you take your axe, you slash it across the warg's face, cutting its lip brutally, and it is. It howls in pain from that, but it's still alive. Anything else?
Yeah, I tell him, get back! And that's it.
All right. So that warg, considering that you just wounded it, is now filled with. His mouth is filled with the blood of the hand axe slash you just gave him, and he decides to turn on you and bite viciously.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh. So unfortunately, he crits you. He grabs your arm and he starts. He nearly pulls it out of its socket. He pulls on it so badly. You're gonna go unconscious anyway. So that way,
Wait, what?
I believe 18 hit points is gonna bring you down to 0.
Oh my god.
What?
Already? This is
Yeah.
like the first fight.
Well,
Help
not
me!
the first fight. The first attack of the first fight. Come on.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's
Jesus.
interesting here is that even though I rolled from the character sheet, it actually didn't put it in the chat log. So you guys don't see my roll then,
Yeah,
right?
I
No.
didn't see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I rolled a crit there. So it does 18 damage, but you don't go into negatives. You go to 0, and then you fall prone as you howl in pain, and you're currently
Oh, no.
unconscious.
All the baloney.
I wonder if there's a way to disable that. I'll have to look that up later. Because I normally like to do my rolls in front of people, so that way you know I'm not
Yeah.
fibbing it right now.
There should be
I like
a
the skull
way.
and crossbones. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, I tried. Feels bad, man.
All right. So next up is Marin.
Okay. I just realized that I forgot to, before we started, to like prepare my spells and stuff.
Ooh, that's rough.
But
Mr.
It's
Cuffs
okay.
and Sheldon.
I don't mind.
I guess I
What?
got.
You
I'm
can
just
pick
gonna
your spells.
die.
I would probably suggest cure wounds.
yeah, I don't know, do you mind me? And now for some reason it's not like marking them as prepared, even though I'm hitting prepared. So that's great. But just gonna, I'm gonna say that I would definitely like I prepare healing word. But so yeah, if that's okay, if that's all right, DM.
No, of course that's fine.
All right, so in that case, I'm gonna I say some words. I say an incantation to heal Kareem slightly.
All right.
Just slightly.
3 points. I think it's a bonus action. And then I'm going to move up here and attack this warg
So
With-
Kareem, you're at 3 hit points, and you're attacking the warg with your what?
with my sword, my long
Okay.
sword. Ooh.
Very nice.
Oh, hit.
So a 22 would definitely hit that warg. You do
7.
7 slashing damages. You cut the warg across the side of its body. And Ellie, are these descriptions too graphic, or you're okay?
No, this is fine. Yeah, this
Okay,
is totally
good,
fine.
good. All right. So are you finished?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, good. So Winter
Actually,
continues to cower. And Pirate Dan, you're up again.
All right. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. How do you do the measurements?
The ruler.
There's a ruler
All right, got it. I'm just
It's
trying
above.
to see.
left hand side.
All right. So I'm gonna I think that's about right. I want to cast a sleep spell. And I
Yeah.
want to catch this. I want to try to catch the warg in it with the wargs without getting anybody else in it. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
could
to
do
think
that.
what's-
So you would put it like right about here, right behind that big giant rock that's sticking out of the ground, and that would hit just the 2 wargs.
All right. So do I need to ping that somehow, or do I just?
No. Did you see my ping?
I saw your ping. Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine.
All right.
I get it.
Where's the heck my character sheet? It's around here somewhere. Hold on. Sleep. Where the hell is it?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, I gotta find my spell chart.
It's okay. I think all you need to do is roll 5d8.
Whoa. All right, not quite what I expected. Look at this. All right, hold on.
Wow,
Whoa.
very good roll.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
let's see here.
So it starts with the lowest hit point guy and moves up.
It's pretty amazing. So actually, you pinpoint that spot with careful aim, and then all of a sudden you see the eyes on both wargs start to droop, and then both of them simultaneously fall over on their sides, asleep.
All right.
Doesn't mean the combat's
Did I ever
over.
tell you about the doldrums in Tortuga? All right.
All right, so
Nicely
Pirate Dan, you
done.
still get your move, you got your pirate, you got your bonus. Not your pirate, your parrot.
No, I'll get ahead. I'll let the parrot's gonna. Where would he go? What? Come on, move. I can't select anything now.
Oh,
I'm
click
stuck.
the
Oh, you
mouse
gotta put
again.
you gotta change it to the mouse
I gotta
icon.
choose my arrow. All right, got it. So I'm just gonna have him. Whoa! Just fly there. Jeez, this. All right, there we go. Just so we can see if there's anything else to see. That's all he's doing. All right, and
Yeah.
I guess I'm going
How
back
high
to get
above
my.
the ground is he?
He's on top of the rock.
Oh, okay. So the rocks themselves, they're large, but they're not so large that you would get like a really great vantage point. So they're really only about 5 feet, like sticking up out of the ground about 5 feet.
Well, that's as far as he's going right now, anyway. And
Okay.
and then Pirate Dan is going to try and get his mule, his donkey and cart back and bring him in. So I guess I'm just going to move Pirate Dan around up here, and start working on moving the donkey.
All
That's
right.
my turn.
Okay. So Zinfel, you are up.
Move up to the warg and
Sleep should be a nice automatic crit. I hope.
yes, I'm coup de grace. Or yes, try and slay this creature. The automatic hit. I forget how that works.
I think you have advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
have advantage if you hit and it's an automatic critical.
Okay.
No.
So don't miss at 0 feet. I bet that hit. I'm guessing, just to guess.
And you're doing it on which one?
The one on top.
The one on top. Okay. Oh, this is what your rapier. Got it.
Yeah, but that's not critical damage. That's just regular.
Oh,
What does he do?
yeah.
Roll again?
Yep, that's right.
Well,
So you got to roll a
Roll.
d6 and a d8.
Okay.
I thought he rolls a
Uh,
1d8 plus 3 again. To crit. I don't know, maybe.
No, you don't get your
No.
bonus, but you do
Oh,
get
sorry,
your
one-
dice.
So 1d8.
So yeah, he's got another sword and another sneak attack die.
So another 8 on top of the 8.
Ooh, wow.
All right, cool. So Jay scores the first kill of the campaign. Why don't you describe to me what happens, Jay?
After the beast falls to sleep, I come in and jab it through the throat with my rapier. And then I back away.
All right, very nice. So I'm going to leave its body there because it might be relevant for difficult terrain. So that was the warg that acted on initiative 14. That is dead, so I'm going to remove it from the initiative order. Are you finished, Zinfel?
Yes.
Okay. So warg number 2 is still continues to sleep, and that means that Zorana, it's your turn.
Seems I'll go down. I kind of feel a little less stressed out, and I'll go and shoot for the other warg once again. Hey, 17? Is that it?
Yes. 17 will definitely hit.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You do have disadvantage because it's prone, but 17
Yeah.
is going to hit it anyway.
Which has also got advantage because it's unconscious.
So just cancel.
Yes, sure. So it does cancel. All right, and you, I believe, also crit, right? Because it's
Wait,
incapacitated.
there's some non-warg items on there. Where those things come from? I
1d8.
see two rat-eared guys.
Yeah,
I hear something.
Boom.
All right, so it
Wait,
looks like
wait.
17 total damage to that warg,
Dang.
and it is gonna wake up as you sink an arrow deep into its flesh.
Oh,
Bam. All right, anything else, Zorana?
no, that'll be all.
All right. So Kareem, you're unconscious on the ground.
No,
You saw
No,
you,
he's been
you-
healed.
He's
I
here.
I have
Yeah.
3 health.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're not unconscious, but you're still on the ground.
I'm prone. Okay, well.
Yeah, you are still prone.
Okay, I get up to prone. And then I want to immediately use my second wind to try to get my health back.
Sure.
It's a 1d10 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I'm
sweet.
full health.
Very nice.
Well, okay, and then I'm going to use my hand axe to attack the one in front of me.
So it is prone on the ground, and you get advantage. A 13, fortunately, hits. And you're able to slice that warg, but not kill it.
I got a 1.
You give it a cut across the top of its head, but it is still alive.
I'm still,
And are you doing anything else? Are you still
still
prone on the
panting.
ground?
No,
Are you,
I
you
got
need
up.
movement to get up? Okay.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
you're finished.
Yep.
All right, Marin, you're up.
Okay, I say, is it really necessary to kill these things now that we have them helpless? Are they?
It's a little late.
Well, the one on the ground in front of you is definitely dead.
Yeah.
And the other one, although it's on the ground, it looks like it's going to get up any second now and chomp Kareem again.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna walk over and attack it. Just like smack it with the end of my sword, and I don't know if we need to actually kill it. So I'm gonna be just like doing non-lethal damage, try to knock it out because I don't really know anything about wargs. You know, maybe it's.
You smacked it good and hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. All right, so you slap it with the flat of your blade on the top of its head, and it goes out like a light. You see its eyes roll back in its head, unconscious.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I have to get up from the computer for a second.
It's all right. So you slap it on the back of its head from behind with the flat of your longsword, and its eyes roll back, and it just plops down on the ground unconscious.
Okay.
Are you doing anything else?
No, I guess I think I have like one more square minute, so I just step over here. And that's it.
All right. So give me 1 second. What is the passive perception on the owl? I mean, sorry, on the parrot.
Give me a moment. Let's see. His passive perception is 13.
So, the parrot starts squawking, and you notice that it's hopping up and down on the rock, and its head is pointed in this direction.
All right, let's see. 1, 2.
And it starts flapping its wings up and down.
All right, so I'm within 100 feet of it, and since it's a familiar, if it's an actual familiar, I can communicate with it. What's it say? What's it saying?
It says, more creatures, right? More
Alright,
creatures.
So I'll just yell out the same thing. Arr, Stephanie sees something else over there. Keep your guard up. That's it. There you are.
All right.
That's it.
Well, it's your turn. Is that all you're doing?
Man, it's my turn. All right. Well, since there's more creatures, then I'll leave the donkey here. Let's see. I'll move. I don't know. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I move about there. See there. But there's nothing else I can do.
Okay.
So that's it. I'll dodge.
All right.
Just in case.
So Zinfel, you're up.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have Aristophanes. Which direction is did Aristophanes see things? You ping the spot.
Yeah. Do you see the arrow coming from him?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So So Aristophanes is gonna go. Where's a relatively high point? Up here, maybe.
The highest point in the village is the steeple, which is directly to the south, maybe about.
Actually, you know what? I think here this looks like it's a building, so I'll go on top of this building. How's that? So we can at least see from here. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair. Let me check to see
Every time I put
how
them on the
high.
building, though, I can't see another thing. Anything.
It's not very high. Actually, the building's only about 10 feet high.
That's okay. No one's gonna walk up and just stab him. So.
Okay. No problem.
But yeah, I know he can get. Right now he's just a bird. So I'm hoping that he's not gonna. He's a pretty bird, but still, hoping he's not looking too deadly.
Well, when he gets up to that point, actually, you notice that he also starts hopping up and down and flapping his wings again. And this time he's looking in this direction.
Ah! Okay, whatever. Good enough. All right.
Okay. So this warg is currently unconscious. I'm going to remove him from the initiative order. And I'm going to flip him upside down. That's just to indicate that their bodies are still there. And Zinfel? Did I say you're up, right?
Yeah. All right.
Am I right in saying that these wargs are actually large creatures?
They are large creatures. They're huge. They're like a Lord of the Rings wargs.
Ah. That's the biggest dog I've ever seen.
I'm gonna move up to behind the boulder and actively search for these enemies that the parrot is flapping about.
You kind of put your shoulder up against the boulder and you're looking around it, and
Yep.
it's really difficult to actually see where what the parrot saw, because it could be possible that they're just these creatures that it saw potentially may have been blocked by the building.
Oh, from high up. Okay. Well, then I'll just use the rock to hide then.
All right. So go ahead and make me a high check.
Well, wow.
I win.
Right.
You are invisible.
Yes, but you know what you're hiding from.
Apparently, all of you.
All right.
Everybody on this side of the rock still sees you.
Yes, very true. So, anything else, Zinfel?
That is it.
So, Zorana, you're up.
I will.
And I'm pronouncing that right? It is
Yeah,
pronounced
that's
Zorana?
actually very correct, Zorana. So you're good. I'll have Winter kind of stay by the gate point, and I'll kind of walk up to one of the wargs and the that's dead, and probably just like lay my hands over its eyes and say a quiet little prayer for it, and then be on the lookout for these other creatures, see if I can see them. But I guess
All right. Winter kind of looks really scared. Like you could see his nostrils are flared. He can smell the scent of the wargs and their blood, really thick in the air. And so he kind of trembles at your touch for a little bit, but he stays, at the opening to the village.
Okay.
You check on this warg in front of you, and it's got a welt on its head from where Marin bonked it with her longsword, but it's definitely still conscious. Probably would wake up within an hour.
I'll keep noting.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. So Kareem, you are up.
Okay. Is there any way I can get over these wargs?
Yeah. So you
Difficult
can.
terrain.
It's just difficult terrain. It costs double your movement. So every square is
Okay.
10 feet.
10.
You can go around them.
Yeah, but I think that'll make more. I'm gonna just go through them then.
All right.
1, so that's 10, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take a dash action too. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. All right, Marin, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up this way. And, kind of towards where the parrot was, and kind of looking down towards where the parrot was yelling, and I shout, like,
Like this direction?
the other one wasn't there, supposed to be something else?
Yeah. So there were two
Yeah.
directions that it saw creatures. So this direction, and then this direction.
Well, I guess I'm just kind of generally shouting then, like, and I shout, who's there?
All right.
Do I get any action for it like that?
Yeah, you could take an action. So you could take a dodge action.
No,
in
I
the
mean,
event
like,
that you get
does anything happen when is there any response? Sorry. It's me yelling.
Oh, response to you yelling immediately? No.
Yeah.
No, it's actually eerily silent except for the wild tolling of the bell.
Okay.
What direction is the bell tolling, by the way?
It is this direction.
That direction.
Did you see that?
Yeah. South, you should, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna do dash for my action and just go.
Keep in mind these rocks are like sticking 5 feet out of the ground.
Yeah, okay. Start moving around here, try and check it out.
Yes, what you actually see is in this direction, Marin. You actually see like a penned gate,
Ooh.
almost like a gate around maybe like a farmyard or something like that.
Yeah.
And you could swear that you heard some noises coming from that direction. maybe noises that kind of sounded like squeaking voices. You think you made out the word "bree" and the word "yark."
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's my turn, so I'm just keeping an eye.
All right, just give me one moment. Just adjusting the initiative order here. Okay, so Marin, you just acted. All right. So, Kareem, what you see pop out from behind the corner of a building in this direction is a short, squat creature with kind of brownish skin and dark black hair. You just get a quick glimpse of him, but apparently he's holding what looks like a small bow. And so I'm just going to show you him very quickly. Right? You kind of see him?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So he fires his bow at you. You see a wicked arrow come in your direction.
Okay.
I'm assuming an AC 13 misses. So it kind of fires over your head, hits the rock right behind you as you sidestep dodge it. And then what you see is him pop back behind the building.
Okay.
Sneaky bastard.
There's another one over there.
Winter, who's cowering. Then you see maybe even the same goblin. You're not sure because they're so similar looking. Actually, you can go ahead and make me a nature check.
Who?
Since you're just him, because you're the one with the best view right now. So just
Who?
Kareem, go ahead and make a nature check.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see.
When you get a look at the second one, it's a little bit better, and then you realize what these creatures are. They're goblins, and goblins are kind of malicious, very cowardly. They like to fight from afar. They like to hide, and essentially they love living in caves, and they like overwhelming numbers. Why there's goblins in this town, you have no idea, but they're definitely evil, and you've definitely heard and seen pictures of them before. But this is the first time you actually ever encounter one in real life.
Okay.
And I use the term "real life" loosely. So it fires its short bow at you.
Sure.
However, it is gonna hit you, and an
What
arrow.
was it?
It's an AC 21.
Oh, wow.
So an arrow actually digs itself right into your left thigh, and then you see him pop behind the building again.
Did you ping the building? I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Yep, it's
Over here?
yep, it's this
Oh,
building.
there. All right. I was looking the completely other way. Excellent.
All right, Pirate Dan.
How much damage did I take?
You took 8.
8 damage. Oh my god. These guys are brutal.
Level
Well,
1's
I
tough,
think
man.
It looks like I'm too far from the action, so I'm going to dash in. I think I can get as far as... Oh, Jimmy. I think I can get as far as here. That's 50 feet straight, so that should be... If I dash, I can get 60, but this is rough terrain with the wolves, so... I can get as far as that. I'm going to try and shout words of encouragement to whom? Who am I far away from? Let's see. I think since Marin's out there all alone, I say, "We've got your back from way back here, Marin. Don't give up." So you've got a call it a bardic inspiration.
Gotcha.
That's an extra D6 on either an attack or a save.
Okay.
So I will indicate
So that's
this with a little heart icon.
All
Cool.
right. And I guess I'm going to see if Aristophanes can get a better view. So let's see. So he's going to dash out 50 feet and dash. Well, he's going to move 50 feet forward first. Let's see if I can get him. So is that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. I can't see anything. 50, I'd have to go. Ah! All right, he's half. He's part of way to dash. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, he's gonna end up here. All right, I think he can fly there. Now that took a dash to get there, and so of course now he's out of range. So Pirate Dan can't communicate with him for this distance. All right, that's all I got.
Do you see the two goblins there with Aristophanes?
Aristophanes sees these two goblins, but Aristophanes is more than 100 feet away from Pirate Dan, so Aristophanes can squawk at them. Ah!
Yep, that's what he does.
But he can't
So
do
he
anything.
stands on kind of like the peak of that roof,
Yeah.
and like he starts flapping his wings up and down and squawking.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Zinfel.
Let's see.
You pop out of hiding.
Pop out of hiding so I can actually see stuff. Oh my god, it's all the way over there.
Run fast.
The music changed.
Yep, I did.
I'm gonna hide behind a different rock.
Hide from whom?
I'm just slowly going up.
Well, you were peeking around the rocks, so you definitely knew that there were arrows coming from behind this building to your northeast. So you run, you kind of duck behind this rock here, and you're making another hide check. Okay, good.
21.
Yep. All right, you're in good shape. Anything else?
That's it.
By the way, guys, I play a little bit fast and loose with the hide rolls, so just be aware of that. Like, obviously you're not going to be hidden from everything, but I do allow rogues, to hide pretty much essentially every round as long as there's some sort of cover. Okay, once they come out of cover by attacking, then they'll lose the stealth, obviously.
Okay.
All right, and that works for everybody. It's not just rogues that get that ability. If you want to take a hide check, you can do that too.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right, so that was Zinfel. All right, now we got some other goblins joining the fray. Because, Marin,
Oh my god.
what you actually see is one of those creatures pops out of the gate. Do you actually see him on the map?
Yeah, I see you.
Good. His name is Blick. And he's holding what looks like a bow and arrow. And he sees you immediately, and then he fires it right at you.
Okay.
So he's going to get an AC of 23.
Yeah.
And it's going to hit you in the arm for 5 piercing damage.
Okay. Ow.
And then what he does is he goes back into the penned yard after he's taken his shot. So Zirana.
Alright, I'll let Winter know everything will be alright. So he could probably calm down a little bit. And I'll try and move forward to get a better view. It's difficult terrain. Oh my god.
Why don't you go ahead and make me an animal handling check.
Animal handling. Ooh.
So sensing some sort of budding bond between you and Winter, exposing him to combat for the first time, you kind of see like he straightens up a little bit. Seems encouraged by your words.
Aw. Cute little Winter. No, I'll let him stick by over there and I'll walk over here. And what's that like? That's 30 feet, I guess. Yeah. And I don't see any goblins, so I'll be done with my turn.
All right. Okay, Kareem.
Okay, well.
Painful arrow sticking out of your thigh.
Ah, god damn it! Guys, take cover! They're shooting from the building! And I'm going to walk over here. And I guess I'll try to stealth-ish.
Sure.
I
You
have
wearing heavy armor?
disadvantage.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. So, probably not very well. 10.
10's not bad.
And I also want to say, what should I say? Stick together, guys! Don't get too split apart! And that's it.
Okay. So next up, you see Marin and Zinfel. You see another goblin pop out from that southern yard. It sees Zinfel over there. Well, just give me a second.
Through stealth?
I'm on the
Well,
other
from
side
this
of the rock.
angle, yep, that's right.
Okay.
I just need to check the range on a short bow here. Okay, good. So you're still within short range, Zinfel. He actually sees you hiding behind the rock, and then he fires a short bow arrow at you. It gets only a 10 for AC. I doubt your AC is that low.
Miss.
Yep. And then what he does is he pops back into the yard and disappears from sight. Marin.
Okay, so this yard over here, where the two are popping out, how much is the fence of the yard, like total cover or partial cover or what? Like, can I still sort of see them, or are they entirely blocked?
Let me check. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you can see them, but they have a lot of cover, so they have a +5 to their AC right now. So, but you can just barely make them out.
Okay. All right. So, does cover do anything against like an area of effect type of attack?
Nope.
Okay.
It also doesn't do anything against the attacks that require saving throws, like for example,
Yeah.
like Sacred Flame or something like that.
Give me a sec. I'm just looking at my options here. What's the range? It's from you. Okay, I'm not doing that. Thunder Wave. I'm going to move. This right here, is this another one of those rocks that's kind of impacted to the ground?
That's right.
I'm just going to sheath my sword and kind of pop over here so that I'm like, not quite like that, here, so that I'm a little bit more behind the rock, and I'm gonna just do a defensive stance, just dodge.
Yeah, sure. This is probably a better position for you.
Okay.
That will definitely put you right behind.
I
the rock.
wasn't sure if I could actually go there, if that was like part of the rock. So
That's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm wanting to switch to my javelin on my next turn, but the object, like sheathing and drawing the weapon means I can't do that quite yet.
All right. So Tot is up. Tot the Goblin pokes his head out from around the corner. Doesn't see Kareem. Doesn't see Zinfel. So his closest target is Zarana. And he fires at her. So he kind of steps out a little bit more. So that way she's within short range. Shoots his crossbow, gets an AC of 17.
Ooh. Yeah, that hits.
That hits.
Yep.
So you see an arrow actually slide right past your left shoulder. Doesn't stick there, but it does 3 piercing damage to you.
Ooh.
And it goes right into the dead warg behind you. And then what happens is that the goblin, after shooting his arrow at you, he kind of squeals in delight, happy that he hit you, and then he pokes back behind the building.
Oh, little bastard.
He is a bastard. God.
All right, so Winter seems a little bit calmer, and he takes like a step forward. The other goblin, he pokes his head out. He sees Pirate Dan right next to you, and he's going to take a shot at the colorful Pirate Dan.
How far away are we?
This particular goblin, he is a little bit too far, so he's going to have disadvantage, and he's going to only hit AC 6, which misses.
Arr.
And then he's going to poke back behind the building. He couldn't move any farther, or else he would have lost his ability to go back behind the building. All right, so Pirate Dan.
All right. Let me think. That might work. I gotta get some distances. Hold on for a second. All right. Well, for the sake of argument, I'm gonna cast another sleep spell. I got one left. I'm 90 feet away from just the square just below those 2 at the north. I can't.
Yep.
I don't know how to ping the spot, but
So what you do to ping is you just hold your left mouse right above that spot.
all right. So I'm casting it there. Try not to get Aristophanes too much.
Yep.
But
So
that should
go
be enough
ahead
to
and roll your 5d8.
All right.
Oh, sweet.
Not bad.
Gorgeous.
So, because you really can't see them at the moment, you're not really sure if it worked or not. But
well,
Aristophanes... Oh, can you see through Aristophanes' eyes?
Let's see. How far am I? I am 20 feet away. I can't, but hold on for a second. Let me just move.
Let me just check the wording on Find Familiar, by the way. I'm not sure if it's an action to be able to do that.
Oh, I guess it could be. If it is, then I can't.
Yeah, one
But
second.
I can't see, but I can communicate with him for free as long as I'm at 100 feet. At least I think so.
Yes, you can communicate telepathically. So it squawks at you, asleep,
All right.
telepathically.
All right. And so, and I'll ask him both or one. I think he can count up to 2. So.
Yeah, he puts up both his wings.
All right. He can talk. We can communicate telepathically for Pete's sake. Okay.
He's not too bright.
Got a full score. Good. All right. Then I will move in a little bit farther. And,
Do you let the other players know, the other party members
Oh
know
yeah.
that they're asleep?
Oh, I got him with a. I put him down. They're snoozing. They're sleeping with the grass right now.
All right. So, that being said, are you finished?
I am finished.
All right. So,
I'm not gonna move
Zinfo.
Aristophanes. Better mark off my other spell.
Okay. God, they're so far away.
If only I could see them, I could shoot them.
Since the other 2 are asleep, I'm going to move up to here and try to hide behind this building.
Yeah, you could do that. So go ahead and make me another stealth check as your bonus, right?
Yep.
All right,
14.
cool. So you are finished. All right. So this goblin, he comes out. You hear him say something in Goblin. Does anybody actually speak Goblin? Marin or Zinfel?
Nope.
I speak
Just
Goblin.
common.
No,
You
I
do?
don't speak Goblin.
Oh, you don't?
No. I speak Orc. Never mind.
Okay. So then what he does is he hops out. He gets to here, and then he sees Pirate Den, I believe, although there's a rock in the way. Yeah, there is. Never mind.
Can you see me?
Yeah, he might. Yes, he does.
Feels bad, man. Why did I even say anything?
He's got a straight shot at you. And within short range. So yeah, what you see is that he gets to that part of the building, kind of half hiding behind the entranceway,
Didn't even
just
put
on the
that
other side of
together.
Zinfel, and then he takes a shot with his short bow at you.
Please don't hit me.
Oh, he gets a 20, an AC 20. Not a natural 20,
What is
an
his
AC
dex?
20.
What's his
Okay.
dex?
His attack
Pretty good.
roll is pretty decent. They're goblins. They have a pretty high
Goblins are
dex.
fast and furious.
Yeah. So he's going to do 5 piercing.
Oh my god. I'm on the ground again.
As he gets you in the other thigh, and now you have this, like, Ace Ventura moment with 2 arrows in your eyes.
Ah! 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 Ah!
It's beautiful.
And then I pass out.
But that was Blick, and he's out of movement, and he can't hide, so he is done. But actually, you do hear him say something loud in Goblin, like he's trying to get the attention of other goblins. And you see that, that he's like pointing in Kareem's direction. Does anybody speak Goblin in the group? No, right?
Nope.
Okay. So
That's
Zorana.
Since I still can't see, well, actually, no, this rock's in the way anyway. I'm gonna walk forward here, kind of try and stand between Kareem now. And can I shoot you, little bastard? Yes, I can. I'm gonna
You
shoot
do have a
this
rock in the way, but no, you got a straight
kinda
shot. You're
way.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. Long. Oh, great.
Unfortunately, though, a 10 doesn't hit, and your arrow goes right into the side of the building right in front of him. It's like quivering there, and you see him, like, his eyes will open up wide as he sees it.
Take that. Get out of here, you nasty fiend.
All right, are you finished?
Yes.
All right, so Kareem, you have not been healed yet, so you need to make me a death saving throw. All right, cool. So you are fine.
Place that in there. Success.
That's right. All right, so flick the goblin. So that's 1, 2.
I'm taking it for you guys. Don't worry.
All right, so this goblin, I don't think anybody but Zorana notices him come out of the fenced yard, and then you see him just disappear as he looks like he went behind the other building. As he looks like he went behind this building.
Look out your way, Marin. There's
And
one
then
behind
he
you.
starts yelling something in Goblin.
Or in front of you, really.
So Marin, your turn.
Okay. So I'm taking out one of my javelins. And I'm going to move here. The goblin, is this goblin here that I'm pinging, can I see him? Do I have a clear line of shot to him?
Yeah. He is clearly visible.
Oh, okay, cool. In that
He
case,
sees you because he did not know you were behind the rock, and seeing now a 6.5 foot tall dragon creature, he's like in awe of you.
surprise. Hey, I'm only 6'3". A little generous. Only.
You're
Yeah.
pretty big to him.
Yeah, and then what's a range on a javelin? 30.
I believe it's 2040.
It's 30. So let's see if we can.
Yeah, 30, 120.
Yeah, I'll go up a little bit more so that I can get. And I will throw one of my javelins at him.
All right.
There.
At first, he thinks like you're an ally because he kind of smiles, and then he sees you pull out the javelin and chuck it at him, and he's like, ah! And an 18 definitely hits. Oh, and you just pin him right to the building.
Oh man. I've rolled really well for attacks so far.
He is he's in bad shape. Yeah, he's clearly dead.
That's my turn.
Alright, I'm gonna just kind of stick him upside down.
Do you want to step back in case there's another one?
Oh yeah, good call. Actually I moved from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have any more movement. So
Oh, all right.
And do you have anything to do with your bonus action?
I guess I could heal Kareem, but
Might be too
I
far.
really don't want to use up all my spell slots, all my spell ability right away. So
Feels bad, man.
the others there, if nobody stabilizes you next turn, then yes, definitely some healing coming your way. But right now, I'm just kind of like
Can't do
All right. So
wary of
let's see here.
I only get 2 spell
Zinfel.
slots.
Yeah.
They're dead.
1 second. Hold on. All right. So Zinfel. No. That goblin continues to sleep. Winter kind of nudges a little bit more forward. He's kind of sniffing at the wargs. The other goblin continues to sleep, so it's back to Pirate Den.
All right. Well, since I don't know where anyone is, and there's someone lying bleeding there. All right, damn my own eyes here. Well, hopefully I don't cut him open any further. I'm gonna go ahead and try and what do you call it? Staunch his bleeding. There's a word for it, but I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, staunch his bleeding. That's
That's the
it.
word. All right, so let's see.
Do you have a healing kit?
I have no healing kit. It's not on my list of stuff. So
All right.
I'm just doing it with my massive negative wisdom.
Oh, God.
Let's see if I can find it. Let's see, here's a medicine check for you. Let's see. I'll put my hand in here and see what happens.
Oh,
You are cured me.
Very nice.
Amazing.
That's a critical -1.
So Pirate Dan pulls out some scrap of cloth. It happens to be a bandage. And you kind of put it over. You're able to take out the 2 arrows from his legs, and you're able to wrap up his thighs really quickly. And yeah, you're stabilized.
1 HP?
Does that actually?
0 HP. You're not even conscious.
Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be
You got to roll a
Really?
20 in the death
Actually,
saving
I did roll. It was a natural 20.
that is
It was a natural 20 with a -1 rider on that. Maybe I think actually that might be worth a hit point. I'm trying to remember the rules. I don't remember that one.
No, it's when you get a natural 20 on a death saving throw.
Oh, all right.
That he would come back to 1.
Oh,
But nonetheless, still pretty cool.
but you're not gonna die.
Yeah, you won't die.
Okay.
You are stabilized.
And I think I'll move a little farther into battle then. Now, hold on. Let's
This
see.
is so bad.
Go about there. I think I can get that far. All right.
Okay, and anything for Aristophanes?
Aristophanes is. Yeah, but let's see. How far can I move? Let's see if I can move him to about there.
All
I think
right.
you can get that far.
Sure. Okay, so next up is Zinfel.
Okay, going after this guy over here because I can see him. Unless he's hiding from me. Did he hide behind that building?
Yes, that's right. So once you come out like to here, he's gonna automatically see you, so you wouldn't be able to get your stealth bonus anymore.
That's fine.
But he is gonna be pretty surprised when you walk right up to him and try to stab him with a dagger or short sword.
That's gonna miss, and a bonus action to follow up with a dagger. 20.
Yeah. So holding your rapier and your dagger, you whip it out and try to jam it into his gut, and you manage to hit, and you do 7 damage to him. He irks from the attack and drops,
Ooh.
slumping against the wall. Give me 1 second. So, as soon as you do that, Zinfel, you actually hear the knock of an arrow, like the sound of the bowstring being pulled back from behind you,
Uh-oh.
and an arrow comes directly from this direction, from inside the building, and it hits you right in the back, right between the shoulder blades. AC 23 for 8 damage.
What are these?
Oh.
And Marin, you just saw an arrow come right out of that door.
I go right down.
Not out of the door, I'm sorry. Right out of the, perhaps a window next to the door? Right here.
Okay.
I don't see where you're pinging. Is it here?
Here. Hold on. Let me...
From Aristophanes himself.
Yeah, right there. Comes from a window behind Blick. Behind this goblin that's slumped on the ground.
Oh.
So...
Oh,
Yep, so Zinfel, you're out.
Yep.
And Blick is dead. I'm going to remove him. And Zorana, it's you're up.
Try and move a little closer to all this action. Oh, there. Just gotta move up here. See if I can see some more. I can't quite see anyone really. Can I ready my action if I see a goblin come out from the building there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll have my
All right.
bow strung.
Sure. You also see the feet of like a goblin's feet kind of sticking out from behind the building in this direction.
Why do I not see you pinging? Maybe I should.
Did you see the arrow?
I did not see your arrow. It's weird.
You don't see my arrow at all?
Nope. Do you see mine?
Oh, maybe that's a good.
Now I see an arrow. There we go.
Yeah, I was on the wrong layer, so that would explain it. Do you see my arrow now?
Oh yeah, now I see.
there
it.
we go.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
It's fine.
All right. So that being said, Marin, you see
Yeah.
this door.
Mhm.
Oh wait, hold on. Would it be helpful if I change the layer? You see this door to this building kind of open, like suddenly, and then standing right in the doorway is another goblin holding an arrow. He sees
Oh.
you, Oh, yeah. So he sees you, but before he's able to get a shot, Zorana actually sees that door open and spots the goblin first. So give me 1 second to put him on the map.
And then I'll make
Because I
my
gotta
roll.
change his layer. Yeah, Zorana and Marin, do you see him now?
I
Yes.
kind of see him, yeah. I see a little circle
Good.
there.
All right. So Zorana, you get your attack first, but he's got a lot of cover from you. Because it's an odd angle for you to shoot him at, and on top of
Yeah.
that, he's kind of just standing in the doorway. So I'm gonna give him 3/4. I'm gonna give him a +5 to AC.
Okay. Ooh.
So
Probably hit.
unfortunately, that won't hit. He sees your arrow at the last second and kind of takes a quick step back, and it goes right into the door frame.
Ooh.
But seeing Marin still in front of him, he pulls back on the bow he's holding and shoots his short bow at Marin. Gets an AC 23
Oh my god.
for 7
They're
piercing.
so good.
Holy shit, these guys are crazy.
Okay, I'm down with that.
What are the rolls? I'm getting?
The challenge on this is sweet. Oh my god.
Are you like high rolling, or do they just add that much to their attack rolls?
They had a
What are you
+4.
rolling? Oh my god.
Oh.
Plus
I'm so
a
sorry,
D20?
guys. I wish I could show you all of these rolls.
Holy shit.
I will figure out a way to not hide the rolls. I don't know why it says to GM.
High roller. Should go to Vegas, dude.
I know how to make the rolls show. Are you on the creature do you have a
Yes.
character sheet for them?
Yes.
Under settings, there's a under the settings there should be an option that's like always whisper rolls to
yeah.
GM that you can
There you
turn
go.
off.
I just turned it off. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yay.
Hooray. We're all gonna die.
Now that I did that, I'm gonna roll like shit for the rest of the combat. Alright, so Jilk the Goblin is done. And Kareem, you are stabilized. Flick is dead, so I'm gonna remove him. Marin, you need to make a death saving throw.
Gotcha. Oof.
Oh no.
It's gonna be one
There.
strike for Marin. Tot is asleep. Winter continues to sniff around. Pojo is asleep. So Pirate Dan.
All right. So I have a question. Is it possible for Aristophanes to try and staunch the bleeding of Marin?
No, not really.
All right. Is it possible for him to help me stop staunch the
Like
bleeding?
maybe if you gave him bandages, I would let him do that. But he's got nothing to do it with.
All right, that's fine. All right. So I'm too far away to actually get anything done. So let's see. I gotta move. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about as far as I can go. Let me see if I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can always pop over
I think
here
I'm
and-
in range to do something. So I'm going to attempt to. Let's see. So the window. So I'm gonna.
He's actually in an open
In the
doorway right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an open doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he closed the door.
He's like standing.
Oh, well, if he's in an open doorway, then I'm not moving right to there. Then that's too ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna go here, and I guess I'm gonna try and get some cover off of this rock, and well, wait a minute, I can probably just shoot him then. Never mind. All right, I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and shoot him.
Don't forget about advantage, guys, because you got inspiration.
Oh yeah. All right, fine. I'll go ahead and use it then. Why not? I'll go ahead and use my advantage. I don't know how I use it, but I'm using it.
So you take
just-
that little D20 above your avatar and just drop it right onto the map.
All right. Well. Now I just have a big square that says inspiration all over my screen. But I cannot touch this. There we go. Now see if I can try it. I don't seem to be able to drag. Maybe I can drag this one. I can't grab the D20 in any way.
Oh.
Maybe let me try. No, ain't happening.
All right.
Ain't
All
happening.
right. Maybe it
Try
might be still on the ruler.
Oh, what do I got to be on instead?
Select.
Oh
a
no, I
move.
got the selected move. Yeah, I got the
Okay.
selected move. Ain't doing a thing.
I'll have to figure that out then.
All right. So
Sorry,
then with
ignore
that.
that. It's just messing with mine.
All right. So if I've got a clear shot at him, I'll shoot him with the. That's weird. I cannot touch it.
Hmm.
I will.
All right. Don't worry about it for now.
All right.
Well, I know that you're using it.
All right. So I'll go ahead and roll with disadvantage. I'll roll with advantage. So let's see. I'll do it this way. /R, and that's a 1d20.
So the other thing is, if you're shooting him from that angle, I'm gonna give him a little bit of cover because he's in the doorway. So he's got a +2 to his AC.
All right. Hold on. I just want to try to get the right thing out here. So I'm at -2. Oh, that's too bad.
No, don't minus the 2. I just added to his AC.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good because you got a 17.
Alright.
And then it's gonna hit, and 7 damage is just enough as you pop a crossbow bolt right into the center of his forehead, and he just goes back 5 feet and lands in the foyer of that building, and we are out of combat.
Woohoo! Arr.
Someone help the
Brutal as
bleeding
it was. Yeah, you guys might want to take care of the 2
Yeah.
sleeping goblins first, and then
Does someone want to come over and try and stabilize me, or should
Yeah.
I
I'm
do that safe?
yeah. So we've got 2 people who are unconscious. No, excuse me, 3 people who are unconscious. So there's only 2 of us.
yeah,
So-
let's resolve that first. Actually, so I'm gonna
So
keep you
I guess-
initiative till that happens.
Wait, who's the other one that's unconscious? Is Zinfel down too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zinfel's
he
done.
Oh yeah, go down.
okay.
So
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna go here and I'm gonna call to Zarana. I said, Zarana, you better help me with this. It's been a while since I think I got lucky with Kareem there. If you could come and assist me, or Aristophanes, perhaps you can assist me. Can Aristophanes assist me? Staunching wounds or no way?
I'd
Nah,
head
he
over
doesn't
there,
really
but
have
we're
hands.
still in a turn.
Yeah. Just hold this with your beak. I need you to reach.
All right,
it.
sure, why not?
All right,
Go
fine. I don't want
I'll give you advantage on the medicine check.
Woohoo! Alrighty.
Well, actually, but you used your action already to shoot, so at this
Right,
point,
so it's a whole nother
it's,
turn. So I'm
let's
probably
do,
not even there yet. I'm back up here a bit. I can get as far as here then.
yes.
And Aristophanes is still here. All right,
hmm So Zinfel, you're up.
then tell you what.
You need to make a death saving throw.
Made it.
All right, good. So Zarana.
Okay, crap, I won't make it.
Just get to whoever you can.
I don't even think I can get to you.
Can you dash?
Can I do a bonus action to roll medicine check, I guess?
Typically, it's an action to do
Yeah,
that.
so I guess I could still dash to get further
somebody.
to get up to Marin.
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm my turn.
Your moral support is appreciated.
All right. So Kareem, you're stabilized. Marion, I believe you have to make another save.
Don't roll a
Gotcha.
1, please.
If I roll a 1, I'm using my inspiration to reroll.
Well, you used your inspiration before your roll.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
she got a hit point.
Ooh,
She wakes up.
Yeah. You wake up
Oh,
actually on your own. Your
wow.
eyes flutter to life, and you have 1 hit point.
You're welcome
Okay.
for the moral inspiration.
yeah, it was all Zarana.
It was all me.
So if I recall, I believe there are 7 rounds left on the sleep. I think that should be plenty of time, but just letting you guys know.
Sure. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Winter's quite a distance away, so he kind of like skirts around the wargs and he ends up in that spot.
Okay.
Pojo is sleeping. Pirate Dan.
All right, I know a friend of mine is around the corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can get. It looks like I can just get to him.
Yep.
And I can have Aristophanes coming. If Aristophanes can help me, that's fine. If Aristophanes can't, that's fine too. But
Sure.
I'm just going to try and staunch the bleeding. All right. And so you're saying you can help?
Yes.
All right. And let's see what we get with medicine. All right.
DC, I believe, is 10, so you are good.
So you've been staunched. Zinfandel is only unconscious.
Just call him Zinfandel.
Yes. There's a lot of things on the screen right there.
All right, good. So nobody died. Everybody is stabilized. So I'm going to take you out of the turn order now, and then you guys can deal with the 2 sleeping goblins however you wish. And also, don't forget you have an unconscious warg there as well.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think? What do you fellas think? Do we stab them in the brisket? Do we cut out their gizzard, or do we try and make them talk? I don't
Tie 'em
know
up.
any.
We should tie them up and question them.
So who speaks Goblin here?
Oh, well, that's a good point. But maybe they speak common. Just because they've been speaking Goblin to each other, I don't know. I don't know if Goblins speak common. I'd still rather not kill a helpless opponent. I'd rather tie them up.
I'm fine with tying them up and questioning
Well,
them.
if there is a piece of rope, we've got about 30 seconds.
I got a rope.
All right.
Let's take a quick break, like a couple minutes. I just want to get a glass of water.
Sounds good. I'm
Yeah,
going to use the
I
restroom
kind
myself.
of have to go to the bathroom, so I'm up for that.
All right.
So 10:25, okay?
That works.
All right, bye.
4 minutes from now?
Alright.
We'll be back.
Whew.
Them goblins, though.
I got nothing on my crispy cheese snacks.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Okay.
back.
Welcome back.
Me too.
All right.
Those fucking goblins, though.
Yeah.
Holy.
The scurvy dogs.
So that kind of sucks. I have to go through every freaking monster in here, and I have to at some point change them all to to use a non-whispered
Whispered rolls.
rolls. It's like literally like 100 monsters I need to do this to.
Like,
Well, you could do it case by case.
pick the monster of the night. You know, you come
Ah,
up.
that's true. That is true. I could do it case by case.
Yeah.
So I think we're still missing Jay.
I'm still here. I'm here.
Oh, so everybody's here?
Yeah.
Mary? Ellie? I think I hear her talking in the background. She'll
Oh,
probably
I thought I heard her, but okay. Let's give her a second to get back.
I'm munching on crispy cheese.
Just to be clear, you killed everything that was either sleeping or unconscious, or not yet? We're still
Not
talking
yet.
about
Well,
that.
we were
There's
going
one
to tie.
ward.
They wanted to tie one of the goblins up. Well,
Oh.
well, Marin wanted to tie both of the goblins up. So but she's going to have to push pretty hard for that.
Well,
Pirate Dan is not keen on keeping the goblins alive, but he'll let one alive for questioning.
And
there-
the
there's a
ward
ward.
is unconscious.
Well, the warg, we've got a little bit of time still.
Yeah, he'll be unconscious for about an hour.
A few minutes.
College
I
life.
say we throw them in the river.
I agree.
Let them wash to someplace.
This is delicious.
Hi, I'm back.
All right,
Come back.
good. So
Fog
are you
of war.
guys having fun so far?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Far.
having so much fun.
It's fun. It was a good fight.
I forgot. It's like I forgot how weak level 1 characters are.
Oh yeah. 3 men down is always
Goblins
a good,
are
good
wrecking
starting
us.
fight.
Yeah. 4 people down in the group. That's pretty tough. Yeah. What were you gonna say about the fog of war? You mean the dynamic lighting?
It's kind of weird looking.
Yeah.
It looks like someone dropped paint on the map.
I think it's really cool. So like moves.
I love
I think it's
that
good.
in
I think it's good
But
for
everything
battle.
gets hidden again every time I move by a rock. It's like, oh man, I have no idea. Can't even see the buildings.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
it's kind of weird, but it makes
Normally,
sense.
if every monster was gone on the map, I might lift it, but
I see. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. So our things are weird. So we want to tie up at least one of the goblins. Is Marin going to give us a big fuss if we try and kill one and save one? Or is she gonna? She's gonna.
I'm not gonna give you a big fuss about it.
All right, then. Then when you're not
Just
looking,
a minor
the
one. I don't really approve, but I'm not gonna like be really angry. They almost killed me.
There you are. They would have killed you. They wanted to kill you. They were trying to kill you.
Yeah. It's self-defense.
I'm less forgiving to the goblins than I am the warg.
You just don't. You just know what those warriors are like.
I like all the animals.
so winter goes by
Alright.
Kareem and he starts like nibbling on the grass by him.
Sniff his hair.
Don't
Alright,
pee on
so-
me.
Can we assume that we've tied up a goblin yet, or are we still
No,
kind
we're
of
just over
waiting to
here.
have for it to happen?
Yeah, are you leaving just one alive and then killing the other?
That would be the plan.
Okay, so
I was gonna ask.
pick one at
I
random.
have an herbalism kit and medicine proficiency. Could I heal anybody that way? I don't think so, but just to
So-
ask.
I'm pretty sure herbalism kit lets you stabilize people, but I don't know if I'm not sure if you can heal with it.
So are you proficient in the herbalism kit?
Yes, and in medicine.
Okay. So here's my ruling on that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you to make healing potions, just regular plain old 2d4 plus 2 healing potions.
Okay.
But in order to be able to do that, you need to spend herbalism supplies. So just give me a second to open up the player's handbook here.
And I might not even have those supplies.
True. So if you actually look at, let's see, I'm sorry, alchemist supplies. Are you trained in alchemy at all?
I am not.
Okay. Yeah, so that might be a little bit,
It says,
yeah,
says
I see.
herbalism kit.
Yeah, it does allow you to
Proficiency.
create potions of healing. Oh, so
Yeah.
here's how it works. Yes, now I remember what my rules for this were. So, yeah, what you need are alchemist supplies, but you don't necessarily need to be a proficient in alchemy. Being proficient in alchemy will allow you to make other types of potions.
Okay.
But in terms of just using the herbalism kit, you can make potions of healing. However, for each potion of healing, you'll need 25 GP worth of alchemist supplies. So
Okay.
if you buy alchemist supplies from a store and you spend 50 gold on it, that allows you enough supplies to make two potions worth.
Okay.
And it would take you a day for each potion.
Okay.
But it's got to be a day of downtime. Like you
Yeah,
can't be
yeah,
out on the
yeah.
road adventuring or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right? And in order to buy alchemy supplies, you have to actually purchase them from a store or something like that.
Okay. That works.
Does that make sense? Is that cool with everybody?
Works for me.
Yep.
Is anybody actually proficient in alchemy? Alchemist supplies?
No.
I mean, it could be eventually.
I
I
think you
am
can because
proficient
you get it from Battlemaster, right?
Yeah, if I wanted to.
I am proficient in land vehicles, so if we need to drive a wagon, I'm
Or
your
a tank.
dragon. But that wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did.
Very true. All right. So, like I said, I'm just going to pick one of the goblins at random, which is going to be the top one. I'm going to put him kind of by this big pit in the center of town, and he's going to be tied up.
How deep is the pit?
So, when you go to inspect the pit that's in the center of town, it's very interesting. What you see is kind of like a muddy open area, and the hole is about 5 feet deep. You notice that there was clearly something in it, and on top of that, you can see a lot of scuff marks in the dirt, but like not being trained in survival, it's hard to understand like what those scuff marks mean. Is Zorana trained? Is anybody else aside from Zorana trained in survival?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, just me.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you
I
make me
figured there was a statue of a fella here and someone took it.
Yeah. That sounds about right to you. But Zorana, you can make me a roll.
24.
Holy crap! All right, so you are able to realize that these aren't normal scuff marks from like you guys or goblins. Whatever was here was huge. These you actually brush aside some of the dirt, and you can make out the clear indentation of a large booted foot. Easily 2.5 feet long, perhaps even longer than that.
A foot?
A foot?
What?
A foot, like
Yeah,
a boot.
A footprint.
Yeah, a boot print.
What could that be?
You're like,
Maybe
what the? That is the
2.5
largest.
feet. That's
that
like
is
half
the
a
largest
Godzilla
boot
right there.
print you've ever seen.
Maybe it has something to do with the campaign we're in.
Somewhere there's a dwarf with enormous feet marching around.
That's pretty concerning.
In fact, why don't you make me a nature check?
As well.
Yeah, once you point it out to everybody. Anybody trained?
Even if she's not
Very.
trained. That was a 21. Just
Yeah. So 21. Your best guess is that this is clearly a giant footprint.
It's awfully
The
big.
type of giant is difficult to guess, but you would say it's easily probably one of the larger varieties of giants. What you know about giants is that they exist in tiers, with storm giants being at the top of that hierarchy, and the next largest giant are cloud giants, and they're typically around like 21, 22 feet tall. Storm giants are usually around 24. And then below, so it's storm first, then cloud, Then you have, I believe, fire. Hold on a second. I gotta like look at my hierarchy here.
Yeah. While you're
Yeah.
doing
Anyway,
that,
it goes down from there.
I'll say, this footprint here concerns me. There's must have been a giant ransacking this town. Probably attracted the rest of these goblins. I'm just worried about the people and where they've gone.
That's
And as you say that, you look
Who's ringing the
around,
bell?
and then you realize that you're surrounded by boulders. And the only creatures that are able to use boulders like that are giants. So your suspicions are definitely confirmed.
There must have been
Now,
attack.
because you rolled so high, and it clearly looks like these boulders did not roll into the spots they are in now. They actually look like they were literally dropped from the sky. Your best guess is that whoever came to this spot and took whatever was in the ground here were cloud giants. Cloud giants are typically known to move around in domiciles and large cloud castles. It almost sounds unbelievable as you're thinking about it, but you've heard stories, and in some dingy tavern, some time ago, perhaps. But yeah,
This is indeed concerning. Maybe the people ran away. I wonder what happened to them. No
Well,
joke.
maybe they're
Well,
just hiding in their
right.
basements.
Yeah, we haven't searched the houses for, survivors or anything like that. So
That is true.
Where was that bell? Where's the bell tower? Maybe there's a bell ringer.
yeah, is the bell still ringing?
yeah. Actually, the cacophony of that wildly tolling bell is still going off, and the sound,
It
just
must
to be
an alarm
clear,
bell.
is coming from this direction.
So we should find the bell ringer after I dispose of this other here ward. Arr.
And by the way, nobody actually dragged Kareem and Zinfel's body over to the square where you ever sitting. So
I'm just chilling.
Winter's sniffing them.
Don't mind me.
Aristophanes is Lord. Arr. Oh, arr,
I'll
arr,
go
we can't
over
do it.
to Kareem and see if I can maybe get him on top of Winter and carry him. I might have to
Yeah.
make some strength checks here.
no, that's not necessary. Eventually, you can grab him under the shoulders and just plop him over Winter's back. Winter kind of seems uncomfortable at that because he doesn't know Kareem. But he calms down when you kind of shush him.
Whoa, Winter,
On top of that,
sorry.
Kareem's still kind of bleeding. Like he's got bloody legs and stuff. So
Can I could probably bandage it. Just for the sake of it.
well, Pirate Dan did a pretty excellent job before. So
You did. It's true.
Just tied a knot in his gut, and that was good.
just happened to have gauze on him.
Magic.
All right, and then don't forget you have a tied up goblin, by the way. Who did you? I assume you gagged him. Is that not the case?
I don't think it matters.
We wanted to try and interrogate him, so I don't think we would have gagged his mouth. Like, he still speaks, right?
So at some point he woke up when you were inspecting the large hole in the center of the square and looking at giant tracks. But he stayed quiet. His eyes are just like saucers right now, and he's just looking at Marin like in absolute awe.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the Goblin and say, do you speak Common?
He nods his head quickly in rapid up and down movements, and then he says, "Yeah, I speak common."
Good, because I only speak... Good, because I don't speak Goblin, and I doubt you know Draconic. So I
Are
have
you
my...
are you a dragon?
I'm
Say yes.
Yes.
His eyebrows kind of like suspiciously furrow for a moment, and why don't you make me a bluff check?
Very scary
I'm sorry, a deception check.
dragon woman. My 0 charisma.
What's his insight?
Let's see here. Oh, he's like, no, you're not dragon. I
Okay,
think
I'm not a real
you
dragon.
just dragonborn.
Yeah, that's right. But I still helped defeat you, so listen, we have some questions. And we want answers from you. What are you doing here? Why did you attack this town?
Oh, why I tell you? Huh?
I'll tell you why you tell him. I'm gonna pull out a knife and put it to his throat. I'm intimidating him. We'll slit your gullet. We'll cut your giblets off and hang him over the rafters. Yeah, you talk to the woman or else. All right, you tell her what you know.
Sure. I'll give you a intimidation check there.
That's good. All right, let's see what I got. Let's see, normal intimidation. Let's see what I got going.
Nice.
I'm intimidating. Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, okay. No, kill Tat, please. No, kill Tat. And he starts kind of whimpering, and tears start to fill his eyes.
All right, Marin. You're a good cop.
I say it's all right, but calm down. You just have to answer our questions. What's your name? What's your name, Goblin?
Me name Tat. Tat.
Okay,
My name?
Todd.
You kill Pojo. He kind of like looks longingly in the direction of where he was hiding out with the other goblin,
Oh.
whose kind of like feet are just poking out from behind the building.
Oh.
How did you guys kill this guy before, by the way? The sleeping goblin, the other one.
We
Yeah.
didn't say, I think.
Didn't Dan slit his throat or something?
Yeah, I would have slit his throat.
Oh, okay. So he was just on the ground. You just slit his throat while he was on the ground. So he kind of like looks over in that direction, and then he asks you, "You killed Pojo?"
Yeah, well, he didn't answer our questions. You see. And we're good answer.
All right.
So what says you?
Already intimidated of Pirate Dan, he does not question that, and he says, "Okay, no kill Tot, please, no kill Tot.
Very
You
well.
want questions? You want answers? Tot tell you everything he know."
You want to ask? You want to do the asking, Marin, or would
Thank
you like
you very
me to?
much. Thank you very much, Tot. I don't. Okay. Why am I the good cop? Okay, so I'm gonna ask him. Your gang, your tribe. Why did you attack this village?
We no attacked village. Village empty. Village
was
so
empty when
empty.
you got
We come here and we take things and we look around. That's all. And he just kind of shrugs, like he's totally innocent.
Do I think he's telling the truth?
Insight.
Um.
Inside.
Yeah. Go ahead, make me an active insight.
Nope.
My plus
That's all right,
4.
but I have. But Pirate Dan doesn't need insight. Well, so I'll assume then that those arrows just sort of fell out of your bows and stabbed us all through the hearts here. We have fellas lying on the ground. I think you were doing more than just taking a few things. That was outright attack on your part. You declared war on us. and we
if there
retaliated.
was nobody here, they were looting, which is still pretty bad.
Are you?
but-
They shot Kareem.
Yeah, we
I know. I'm saying
we're just looking for stuff.
I'm saying he didn't kill the village. They didn't kill the villagers, so we want to figure out what the heck happened to the villagers.
He kind of looks to the left and to the right, and he shuts his mouth very tight.
All right, you. Where these boulders come from?
No, I don't know. Maybe
All right.
humans put them here. And he just kind of looks around. Yeah, humans, and he just nods his head up and down very fast.
How many more of there are you, besides you, your Pojo, and then the other two that we've already defeated? Any more here?
He kind of looks confused, like he doesn't really know how to count. And he says, "Many? Lots?
There.
More than my toes and fingers?"
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Are those your two wargs over there lying in the road?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Are there any more? Or is that all of them?
No more here.
And the rest of your tribe, are they less than a day or more than a day's walk from here?
He kind of looks really uncomfortable when he starts to squirm in his ropes.
You know, my knife isn't getting any
I don't want
duller.
to say.
Yeah, I know you
want to
don't
talk
want to
no
say.
more.
That's why I
How
got a
long did it
knife.
take you to get here? How long did it take you to get here?
I don't know.
They're probably not that far if they just noticed that the place was empty and then started coming in.
Tot here, well, all day,
Okay.
maybe.
From my deduction of this footprint and previous knowledge on some giants in these rocks must have been from some cloud giants, so it must be true that you guys didn't attack this village and you did just come here and maybe it was empty from the people, but that still doesn't answer where the people could be. We might have to look around and maybe we'll believe you.
He starts squirming again and kind of seems really tight-lipped about it.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anything else?
Tot, those wargs you have, they work with you? Wargs?
He nods his head.
Can you talk to them? Do they talk to you?
Yeah. They're not very nice, though.
What do you mean not very nice?
Org are very mean. They just want to eat. No eat tot. Tot just skin and bones, very wiry. No taste very good.
You think your wargs would help us if we gave them something?
I might be able to handle them a little bit.
Maybe you'll give
familiar
Warg one of your dead ones? Then maybe
we don't have
Warg
any
help.
dead ones. For the other,
Could
we
be
don't
one
have
of your dead ones.
we don't have any dead except for your dead ones.
Oh, okay. No feed tot to Warg, please.
No, we're not gonna feed you to the wargs. It's okay.
Maybe I'll walk over and grab Pojo over here. Maybe drag him.
Yeah, he's got a slit throat.
Yeah. So
You
you're
did it.
dragging him by the feet. You grab one of his ankles and you just slide him along the ground.
Are you gonna
Alright.
feed that dead goblin to that wolf?
If it would help me gain the trust of that wolf, then maybe.
Well,
I mean,
I don't want that. I'd prefer if the wolf didn't wake up with its all of its legs attached to its body, or
what
all
I
teeth
was
in its
thinking.
mouth, or something.
What I was thinking is that if we have an intelligent wolf, maybe it could track the villagers or something. Because we don't have any idea where the villagers might be. That's why I asked Tot.
I see.
And
Well, I guess then we'll need a leash.
talking about
Well, we would have to.
tracking, I
Um,
was wondering if any of these, your other friends here, might have something to help our wounded friends. Maybe we
Maybe.
can check them? Would you happen to have any potions on any of you?
Only what would they find? I don't know.
Yeah, we should check can we check the dead bodies of the goblins that we killed?
Sure you can.
Okay.
And you see that Pojo kind of like squirms. And are his hands tied behind his back or in front of him?
Probably just to his sides.
Maybe behind his back.
Yeah, probably behind his back.
Yeah.
Okay. So he seems to like trying to like move his hands to his side. I assume you stripped him of whatever weapons he has,
Yeah.
but it's pretty obvious what he's trying to do. And you notice that there's a pouch, kind of tucked into his belt, on his left side, and he's trying to like hide the pouch under him.
Now, is that Tot, right? Tot was doing that.
This is Tot, yeah,
Okay.
the live one.
Did we notice him doing that? I guess?
Oh yeah, you notice him.
Okay. Now, Tot, what do you got there? Is it something interesting we might be able to use?
He tries to squirm away from your reach if you try to bend down and reach for whatever is in the pouch.
I grab his arm.
All right,
So that,
and Zarana reaches for the pouch. Yes.
Yep, I'll grab it.
So you pull it off his belt, and actually, what you notice is that he's got what looks like a severed hand inside the pouch. Actually, I'm sorry, not a severed hand, but a severed finger. And on the finger is a gold ring. And you also notice that he's got what looks like 5 copper coins as well.
Whoa, now, Todd, where did you get this from?
I found it.
It couldn't have been found from a villager, could it?
You let Tot go. You could keep it. And he smiles widely.
I mean, I don't
What
have
is
to
it?
let go to keep it. I'll just
What?
keep it.
Why not?
Well, somewhere there's a feller in this town who's missing a finger. I think we should find that feller. I say
where
we
did
throw
you
this
get the
goblin in the pit
finger?
and go find out if there's any other villagers alive here. Because if there's a finger, I figure there's more.
Don't throw Tot in the
Todd,
pit.
where did you get the finger?
I got it from over there, and he motions with his head like in a nodding fashion at this building here. Did you guys see that?
Thank you. I say, all right, thank you, Todd.
At this point, it's been 20 minutes since the fight ended.
Okay.
And let's look some bodies, see if what we can find
Yeah.
as well. So
Alright,
I'll loot,
is
I'll
anyone-
loot Pojo since I'm holding him.
So you didn't notice this before, but Pojo has got on his belt what looks like a large pouch, and it's kind of bulky looking. And as you're kind of searching him, you notice that the pouch stirs, like there's something inside the pouch, and it's moving and squawking like a chicken.
I'll open the pouch slightly to look inside.
You open the pouch, and then a flurry of feathers and a large chicken comes out and
Oh,
starts
dear.
squawking around the town.
Hey, why don't you maybe you should feed that to the warg instead.
Feed both? Either or.
It looks
How hungry they are.
like frightened for a moment, and then it just starts like picking its beak at the muddy square you're currently standing in.
Why would you try to take... Okay, whatever.
Why would he steal a chicken?
You keep a live
That's a good thing
chicken
to
in the
steal.
bag.
They keep better when they're alive.
Yeah,
they go bad.
I suppose.
All right, since Pirate Dan is very concerned. I'm very concerned that these wargs are gonna rear up from their unconscious state and attack us. So I want to finish off the warg.
Well, one of them's dead. The other
Yes,
one
I'm
is...
finishing off the other one. Look at me
unconscious.
over here finishing it. Arr,
I
I'm
just-
walking.
Oh, I was gonna
thinking
try and feed him.
If
I'm getting over here.
Poor
I
I'm
was
gonna be
thinking
over
of
here.
persuading the warg.
I can check to
You know,
see if I
these-
might be able to tame
They're
him
kind of
somehow.
they're supposed to be Zarana. You said they were intelligent, right? That they have their own language. So they are.
Yeah, you
I
made
guess they're-
a nature check on it before, and what you know about wargs is that they are intelligent enough to not really be trained or retrained once they're in that like kind of vicious state where they've already been reared by goblins. So trying to get it to join your side is pretty unlikely.
Okay. I thought if they have their own language, then they're like effectively, I thought that maybe we could reason with them, but if they're more of a
Well, you can still make that argument. That's up to Marin.
No, I mean, I'm not going to press it. If we think that they're probably more likely to be aggressive, then I don't object to Pirate Dan killing the warg.
All right.
So I'm going to use a bit of rope and tie up its mouth and feet, and then I'm going to stab it
All right.
until it's dead.
So you slowly slide your knife across its neck, and it is out.
All right, let me take my rope back. It wanted to jump up at me while I was trying to slow it.
Yeah. No, it was unconscious.
All right, now let's go. Where's Zinfeld? I seem to notice he's not here. Let's go. Is he lying in the mud somewhere?
Go grab him and see if we can.
Go get
Uh,
Zinfeld, and then let's see if there's any survivors in this town. I still say there's a fella that goes with that finger.
Yeah, let's, so this is my suggestion. We go over into the building where Tot said he got the finger from, check that out, see if we can find somebody, maybe a survivor, maybe a dead body or something, and then maybe take a rest and wait for our friends to do like short rest, heal a little, and wait for the unconscious people to wake up.
All right, which building? That. So I'll drag Zinfeld all the way over to that
He said it
building.
was this one over here.
All right, we'll all go over there. Hopefully there won't be too many dead bodies there. All right, Dragon Zinfeld.
How
I'm on the
long-
verge of it.
So I didn't actually collect this information before, but it's probably a good idea for me to do that now. Before you move, I need to collect everybody's passives. So I'm going to start with Kareem.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I need your passive perception.
My
And your-
perception?
How do you
Yeah,
go?
passive
Okay,
perception
calculate
and
that.
your passive insight.
I'm getting a little
It's your
laggy.
wisdom bonus plus 10.
Wisdom bonus plus 10?
Yeah,
Unless
unless
you-
you took perception as a skill.
I did not, so.
What?
All right, so while Kareem is
12.
figuring that out, what about... All right, so you got a 12. And what's your passive insight?
Mine, same thing. Plus 2. 12.
So
insight.
12. All right. And then Zarana?
Yeah, that was mine. 12.
Can't hear
Oh,
anything.
Am I-
Oh, so Kareem, what is your passive perception and insight then? I'm a little confused. So Zarana's a 12 and a 12. What's Kareem's?
My passive?
Yes.
Wisdom perception is 13.
13 for your passive perception. And what about your insight?
Should be 10
Is there
plus
passive insight?
So your passive is just 10 plus whatever your bonus is.
for wisdom.
My
Yeah, so for insight. So if you have like 2 plus 2 insight, then your passive would be 12, for example.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
I guess my insight's 11. I don't know.
Yeah, so you have a +1 to insight.
wait,
so
no,
it would
No,
be
13. I have 13. It's 13.
So you
Both my
have,
perception and my insight are proficient.
Oh, good. And you have a +1 to wisdom. Got it. All right. So Zinfel, what's yours?
Passive perception 16, insight 12.
Am I technically short resting right now?
Yes.
Waiting
Yes.
for another 40 minutes. It won't be up.
All right. And Pirate Dan, what's your passives?
Passive perception is 9. Passive insight is 11.
Okay. And Marin.
12 perception, 14 insight.
Okay. All right. So, I'm sorry. Recap for me what you guys were doing.
I think, assuming everyone agrees with my suggestion, that we were going to go check out this building over here where Tot said he got the severed finger from. We were going to just like hole up in there and wait for our unconscious friends to wake up and like short rest in there after we search the building?
Sure.
Yep.
So they'll wake up in
However,
about 20
One
minutes.
hit point. I could
Yeah.
use a break.
Yeah. Now, before Pirate Dan actually takes a break and rests, he's also he's going to recommend that we also check out to see if there's someone in the bell tower, since the bell's still ringing.
Okay.
Well, see, I was thinking probably goblins in the bell tower,
Hmm.
and I
don't think so, but maybe.
I mean,
If it is that I'm thinking if there's goblins that they're attacking us, they're still ringing the bell. So either they're ringing for reinforcements, or it's some person raising the alarm.
well, yeah, but I was just said that there was no people here when they got here, so
Yes, and
I
he has a
thought
severed
that-
finger with a ring on it that he probably got from someone in the town.
yeah,
go
I
check
just
the
don't want to
building.
take the risk of getting into another fight right now. But
Good. All right. Fine. So, Pirate Dan will do it alone. But anyway, dragging Zinfel into the building.
All right.
Okay.
So I assume you take Tot with you as
Yeah,
well,
I'll
right?
take Tot with
Okay.
us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Throw him in a pit.
I'm gonna move Zinfel there and Zorana. All right, good. So,
can't see anything.
oh, you don't have to be exactly in the building. It's okay.
But all we see is the thatched roof.
So quickly looking around this building, you actually notice that this is a some sort of stable house. You can see that it looks kind of like a barn. You notice that the barn has a dirt floor, and inside the building are 5 draft horses. And on the other side, in their stables, are 5 what look like riding horses. And they seem to be confined to their wooden stalls. And when you enter, they neigh and stamp their feet and kind of acknowledge that you're there. But otherwise, they look unharmed. You also notice that hanging on the walls are bits and bridles and leather saddles. Also, you notice that there are 2 wooden ladders that allow easy access to what looks like a hayloft above.
Dan, you want to have your bird fly up and check out that hayloft before we?
Sure, Aristophanes. Go on up there and give it a look. See what you see.
Yep.
All right.
So, looking through the hayloft, you actually notice that there is a bunch of haystacks and sacks of oats. And just as your bird pops up, you see that there is a goblin there, crouched.
Oh, no.
He's holding his scimitar, and he swings it right at the bird as
no.
he sees the bird pop up.
Oh,
All right. Let's see what happens then.
Rolls a 7 to hit. See, I told you my rolls were gonna be like shit. After you guys can start seeing them.
Good.
So the bird easily dodges the swing of the scimitar, and the goblin yelps out. So you guys are all able to hear this as well. And we're not gonna go into initiative. I'm just gonna kind of go from left to right for the conscious people. So. I'm going to say right now, then it's Zorana's turn.
Can we see up there, I guess? Can we see him?
No, because the goblin's kind of like up on a hayloft on like the second floor of the stable. So at this moment, you can't really see him, but you do notice that there are 2 ladders that go up to that area.
I'll go have a check out on the ladder to see if I can peek through there and see what I can see up there.
Okay, so climbing a ladder, which is maybe about 10 feet high, is, I'm gonna say it's gonna be kind of like difficult terrain because it's a ladder. So I don't need you to make an athletics check, but it's gonna use up 20 feet of your movement.
Okay.
And then another 5 feet to actually get onto the hayloft. So now you're on the same level as this goblin who's wildly swinging a scimitar and trying to kill that parrot. So you have 5 feet of movement left, and you have your action and your bonus action.
I don't know how close I would be to the goblin itself. I don't think I'm like right next to him or anything.
No.
Uh,
No, I would say you're probably about 20 or 25 feet away.
Okay. Then I'll shoot an arrow at his head.
Okay, so you pull your bow off your shoulder, or whip out an arrow from the quiver, and you take a shot. Bam!
Wow.
And roll damage.
Oh,
And as quickly as the fight started, the fight is over as you slam an arrow right through the goblin's neck, and you pin him right to the wall.
Oh. I found one, guys. Well, I guess we all heard him. But
I
we
don't
got
think
him.
that's the feller that the finger belongs to.
I'll go.
All right.
So, just going back to the finger, because I keep referring to it. Was that finger fresh, or was that an old dead finger?
Oh no, it was fresh.
All right. And did it look like a
Oh,
goblin
Oh, I
finger?
thought it was like a mummified
No,
finger.
no, it was a human
with
finger.
a gold ring on it.
All right.
Okay,
Somewhere around there,
okay.
there's still a
Looks like it
feller.
belonged
who's
to
just
a man
finger.
with fair skin.
All right. So me and Aristophanes are going to start looking door to door until we find the feller.
Okay, so 1 second.
So they can continue looking in the barn, but I'm
So
I'm
you
curious.
guys so you're gonna leave, right? You're looking
I
for
want to
that.
leave. I think there's a person here, and I don't think this goblin's it.
Okay, got it. What is Zorana and Marin doing?
I'll climb back down from the head loft and maybe just wait and tend to our unconscious.
Okay, and
Yeah,
Marin?
I'd like to do the same, just rest. And...
All right. So Pirate Dan, you're leaving that area. You're leaving the stable, and you're going to that building that you're standing by, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Peek in the windows.
So-
Aristophanes is going to peek in a different window.
Before Dan goes, I say, since you're going alone, the blessings of the Platinum Dragon can hold you for a while, and I cast guidance on him. So, if you have anything
All right.
that you're doing in the next minute, it's pretty.
All right.
Excellent.
That's
It
cool.
won't last for very long, but
So, Dan, when you get to that spot, you actually look right above the lintel, and what you actually notice is that there is a ornate wrought iron sign that bears the name of an inn called Nightstone Inn that's facing the town square.
All right.
When you look through the windows before you actually enter inside, you see that the frosty windows, it's kind of hard to like see through them, but you do notice that a couple of them are cracked, and you see that the inside room is strewn with wreckage. One, I don't know if you noticed this on the map, but there's a hole right here where a boulder has crashed through the roof and is now in the common area. And then there's another one far in the back where a boulder has smashed the back of the building. Do you see that on the map?
I see it because I moved Aristophanes onto the building.
Good. That's right, because you can't see the buildings. So, on top of that, what you notice is that there's a bunch of dining tables and some long benches, and several smaller round tables with chairs that look like they've been completely smashed. Lying in the middle of the room, with a crossbow bolt, from what you could tell, sticking out of its chest, is a goblin.
All right.
And I also need you to just give me a second.
Okay.
Phew. All right. You also notice that there is another figure here, but this figure doesn't seem to be unconscious because what you can see is the tip of their boot toe kind of sticking out from behind the bar.
All right. I'm going to say, ahoy there, if there are any goblins in here. We killed the rest of your crew out there in the streets like dogs, and we're coming in for you. But if you're not a goblin, if there's anyone in here that might be human or elf or that sort, well, Good old Pirate Dan is here to save the day. I sort of yell that. I shout that in there.
All right.
Anyone in there at all?
So what you see actually happen is that person's little boot toe kind of slides in, and at that point they've disappeared completely behind the bar.
All right then. Well, if you happen to be missing a finger, know that we have it safe and sound with us. All right? If you want your finger back that the goblin stole from you, we got it right here.
All right.
Otherwise, I'm going to move on down to the next building because it seems to me that you're probably just safe. Actually, I need to make sure it's not a goblin, so I got to go in there anyway. So as much as I wanted to walk on, I'm going to walk
Well,
in.
there's a hole in the roof, or you can go through the front door.
All right. So I'm going to have I'm going to risk Aristophanes' life and have him fly through the ceiling and see if we can get a better bearings of what's going on in there, hanging around up in the rafters.
Is he kind of just like hanging around the rafters?
Yeah.
Okay. So as he's flapping around and he gets a better look around the room, you can see that the inn is mainly just one level.
All right. I really just want to see if there's any other if this, I saw a boot. I'm assuming there's a person with it. I'm hoping Aristophanes can get a better view of that and see if there's anyone else around.
So go ahead and make an active perception check with the parrot.
All right. Hold on for a sec. Let's see. It's probably just where it is.
No,
no
it's,
one there. All right, Aristophanes.
You rolled a D8 for some reason.
Oh, you're right. Oh, sorry. My mistake. I was thinking the wrong thing.
On the character sheet, actually, if you click perception, like the perception skill, it will roll it.
Even for Aristophanes' NPC sheet? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that would work. Let me try that then. I don't have that sheet right there. So, right in front of perception.
Yeah, cool. All right. So, fortunately for you and Aristophanes, you actually do see that there is a figure, kind of halfway hidden behind the bar. She's got a what looks like a hand crossbow in her hand, kind of knocked, and she's clearly like looking at the parrot. You can't see her from the angle that where you are outside of the inn, but parrot notices her and she notices the parrot, and and she's got blonde hair and she appears to be human, wearing perhaps leather armor.
All right. So I'll take a moment so that I can see what Aristophanes is seeing, because presumably Aristophanes can let me know that he sees someone.
Yep, he does.
Reasonable. And then I'm going to use simple illusion to have Aristophanes speak.
All right.
So I'm just gonna give the illusion of using Aristophanes' voice to say, "I see you down there, Missy. I think it's all clear. You should stand up and say hi to Pirate Dan."
All right. All right. So, so what you see is a woman with blonde hair. She uncocks the crossbow, like kind of takes the bolt out and puts the crossbow back on a hanger on her belt, and then she puts her hands up. She says, "I never knew of a parrot that can talk." She says, "Where's your master?"
He's right outside.
Well, that must be the man I heard speaking before. She says,
It's true. It's true.
Hey, come in. There's only me in here.
All right, so I'm going to walk in.
All right. And what you are going to see is a woman. Like I said, blonde hair, human. I'm going to show you a picture of her.
All right.
Or not. Let me see if I can do this.
Are you doing is it like a handout? It should be like, there should be a...
Oh, there it is. I was looking for the show to players button, but for some reason. There you go. That's what she looks like.
All right. Definitely blonde and a woman. Got it. All right.
Yep. All right, cool. So, so like I said, she looked like she was wearing leather armor, but then you realize that she's not. She says, "Ahoy! My name's Kella. And you are?"
I'm Pirate Dan. There's my accomplice, Aristophanes.
Well met.
Some fellas and I and some ladies, we were coming to town to see if we could get a bite to eat when we noticed there were goblins about. And so we've dispatched most of them. We think we got them all. It looks like you got one. You know if there's anyone else here in the town?
She says, "No, I don't. I hope that not everybody is dead. I hid here. In fact, when that boulder came crashing through the roof," she says, "it knocked me over sideways, and then I came to and found this goblin rummaging about. Fortunately for me, I put a crossbow bolt right through his chest, and there he lies." She says, "What's your name?"
As I said before, it's Pirate Dan. Daniel, if you wish to be formal. Now, are you a local here? Is this your establishment, or are you just passing through?
No, not a local. Actually, this place is owned by Morak Yurgrey, a dwarf. I'm just passing through, to be completely honest. Just a guest staying for the night. Or for the day, actually. She says, then all of a sudden we saw some castle in the sky hanging above some clouds, and then rocks came a-falling. I don't remember anything after that till I saw the goblin.
All right, but it was, I assume it was earlier in the day that the rocks didn't fall in the last half an hour.
Oh, must have been this morning. I think I was enjoying a bowl of oatmeal.
So is the proprietor hereabouts? Or is he under one of these boulders?
Come to think of it, I don't actually see him anywhere. In fact, you don't see any other bodies inside the inn itself.
All right, well, I'm going to look around because there's still some fool ringing a bell. I got to go. I'm going to check out the other buildings to see if anyone's around. If you need anything, go introduce yourself over at the stables where some of my accomplices in arms are
As
hanging
you're
out.
speaking, she puts her finger up to her lips. She says, "You hear that?"
Oh, I hear it. I don't hear a damn thing.
She says, No, not the bells outside. I think there's something in the kitchen."
Oh,
And she
perhaps that's the
takes
proprietor
the
and or the cook.
crossbow off of her belt again, and then puts a coral bolt in it.
All right. So I guess walk up to the door and say, if there be any goblins in there, throw down your weapons and come out quietly. But if you're not a goblin, just say so. Any
So
response?
you say that, and then are you actually like opening the door and speaking? Or
I'm
are you
standing.
speaking
No, I'm
through
standing on the
door?
other side of the door, saying it in a nice big voice.
Oh, but I'm saying the sound is actually coming from behind Kella, deeper into the inn. So there's a door there, behind the
I'm
bar.
assuming I'm already in the inn, and that wherever it was that she was referring to. Oh, it sounds like there's some sound back there. That I
Yeah.
walked up to that area.
Okay, got it. So
But if there's a door that's closed, I'm not opening it until after I had
Sure.
given someone a chance to respond.
So when you walked up to the door and you said that, you actually heard the sounds of like maybe tinware or pots and pans kind of banging, and then when you start speaking, it all stops.
All right. Well, if you're a goblin, you're in for a fight. And I kick open the door.
You kick open the door, and what you find is a goblin holding a frying pan with a large sack bulging with stuff in it over his shoulder. And then he screams at the top of his lungs, and he tries to hit you with the pan, but I'm going to let you act first because you were ready.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna shout right at him. Throw down your weapons and your booty and lie on the floor. I'm using vicious mockery at him. You scurvy, worthless dog.
All right.
So it's not. I don't expect him to do anything other than take a little damage. But
All right. There's his wisdom saving throw, which he fails.
all right. And so he's going to take a D4. I'm going to just roll the D4. And if he attacks, he'll have disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, I did that backwards.
Yeah. You can click on Vicious Mockery on your character sheet
Yeah,
too.
I don't have this. My screen is small enough. I don't have it up in front of me all the time, and it was easier to just
Because
type
you're
it.
playing off your laptop, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he takes 4 damage as he kind of like seems a little taken aback by your sudden insult. But despite blasting him with that magic, he still awkwardly tries to swing the frying pan at you. In which case, I'm going to say that it does the same damage as a scimitar, but it's going to be bludgeoning. Okay, and he's going to have disadvantage.
All right.
So he rolls an 8 and clearly misses you. And then Kella, who's behind you with the crossbow, is going to take a shot at him, and then plugs him right in the chest with the crossbow bolt, and he drops like a sack of flour.
All right. Damn vermin. All right. Looks like we still got some cleaning up to do in this town.
All right. So I've given you a lot of attention, Doug. So I'm going to switch.
Oh yeah, I
back
don't want to
over
have any more
to,
attention. I really don't. I was assuming someone was dying in this town. So that was.
Sure.
I just wanted to get them before they died. But at this point, yeah, it's too much time.
So Kareem and Zinfel, you guys both wake up. You have 1 hit point, and it's been about 20 minutes. And Dan, you believe, is like searching around in town. Zarana and Ellie.
He's been gone for a while. I wonder if he's all right. You
You
guys,
can't hear me yelling from down the street. I'm not that far away.
Yeah, you guys can kind of hear him, and then it's hard to make out his voice above the sound of the bell. But yeah. By the way, we're also really, really close to nighttime. The sun is literally about to dip below the horizon.
Since we just had a short rest, I'll put that in quotes. Do I get to roll my hit dice?
Yeah, so you can choose to spend your hit dice if you wish.
Does that go for us as well? Like, have we short rested, or are we just...
You didn't do anything strenuous, so
Okay. I just didn't know how it's like enough time had passed.
yeah, sure. So you guys know how to roll hit dice, right?
Hey, got all my hit points back.
I think I'll save my hit dice.
And then also, Kareem, you would get back your second wind.
Cool.
So in the meantime, Tot has just continued to be tied up, and he's just really quiet. He normally can't take his eyes off of Marin. Like, he just still seems in awe of her.
Okay.
I mean... okay. So.
Occasionally he whimpers to himself, though, and lets loose a little tear.
Oh, what is going on? What's happening? And I wake up.
Okay,
Look
so, I just explained everything that they missed to our 2 sleeping friends.
We've interrogated Tot here.
Interrogated this goblin. We think that there were cloud giants here. Dan is looking for somebody missing a finger.
Okay, I get off Winter's back since I was on top of him. Oh, thank you, strange animal. I'm going to walk over to that pit area. She was just talking about it, and I'm gonna be like, wait, so giants attacked and made a giant hole? Why would they do that?
I don't know.
So your best guess, Zorana, was that there was something in the hole that the giants took.
There must have been something they took. Maybe they were here, and maybe they found it.
Have we found out who's ringing that bell?
Not yet.
No, Dan went to look for them, but I thought that whoever was ringing the bell might be a goblin or an enemy, so I didn't really want to just charge off there without taking a moment to heal up and bind our wounds and so on first. But we could probably go join him now.
It is
Well-
getting rather dark. I'm not sure if any of us are tired at all.
I'm going to.
I'm alright,
roll my
but,
second
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
I-
you, Ryan.
one. Okay. I was
What'd you
going to
say?
do my second win.
Okay.
Just get some more HP, just in case we get into another fight.
Yep. So you should be at 9. Zinfel's at 3.
I'm at 8. Oh wait, yeah, you're right, 9. Okay. Because I woke up with 1 HP or something.
Yep.
And I'll turn
Okay.
to Zinfil and ask her, are you doing alright?
Not at my best, but
Your shoulder blades hurt, considering you got an arrow between them. I mean, you did take it out, obviously, before you
Okay.
arrested. Somebody did take it out of
Want me
her,
to
but
pull that out?
but yeah, I mean,
been dragging me with it around in my back.
it's just bandaged. I mean, you still are in a little bit of pain.
Did we check on the goblin that was inside the barn? I'm gonna go up onto that thing and check out the goblin to see if he had anything on him.
Yeah. So when you do that, you actually do notice that he's got some stuff. He's got a little coin pouch on his belt, and then
Okay.
he's got a sack that he looks like he was right next to him before he wildly attacked the parrot. And when you look inside the sack, you see that it's a wooden box.
Okay.
It looks pretty fancy. It's got a symbol of what looks like a lion on a shield, like carved into the top of the box. And then when you flip it open, assuming that you do that, yes,
Sure. Yeah, I'll open it up.
you notice that neatly arrayed are 10 or 2 rows of 5 silver darts. So for a total of 10 silver darts.
Friends,
It looks
look
like
what I have
it's
found.
like a gift set.
Interesting.
Seems to be some silver dots.
Could save it for later, I guess.
Yeah. As for his pouch, it only had 1 single copper piece in it.
Okay, cool. I'm rolling in money now.
Oh, by the way, there's a loot file under the players folder, so if you find any loot that you don't immediately decide to take, just put it in the loot and you can divvy it up later.
Okay, so wooden box with 5 silver darts.
10 silver darts.
10 silver darts.
And Tot had like 4 copper in his little pouch, and then ring
Yep.
on the finger.
That's right, a gold ring on a severed human finger. Which nobody took off the ring.
Yeah, just left it in there.
It looks like a wedding ring.
Actually, can I take the ring off the finger and look and see if there's anything like carved on the ring? I mean, maybe that would help us find whose it was.
Yeah, sure. So you do that.
Is there like an inscription?
Yeah, and it says on the inside, carved in like regular common language. It says, "Love to my love, Semile, Semile."
Semile. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, now we know the name of the person we're looking for, at least.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Did we loot the 2 goblins inside of this building over there?
Yeah.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we did. I know we looted the 2 goblins the one that we killed and the one that we interrogated. But I don't know about the goblins inside that building over there.
I thought we did. At least I said we should, but maybe we didn't.
I don't think we actually did.
Joe, did we
Oh, okay.
do that?
You wanted to loot the rest of the goblins that were dead? Was that
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah, the
We're
ones
over
that were
here.
inside the building over there, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can leave town and I'm sorry, you can leave the building that you're in and do that. Let me tell you what you find.
Okay, I walk over there.
And then let's join up with Dan afterwards.
So one of the goblins has a pouch that contains 3 silver pieces and 4 copper.
3 silver, 4 copper.
And then you don't find anything else on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the
What about this
other
guy over
goblin,
here?
the one that was inside the building that you guys that Dan had killed.
Mhm.
1 second.
Guess we'll meet up with Dan for that. Or maybe Dan looted him.
You don't find anything immediately on that one either.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that they weren't collecting treasure. It just could be in the spots where they originally were.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Do we loot these guys too?
Which
and
would
see
mean
if
that
they
you have to
have
search
anything on
those buildings and stuff like that.
What
And
about
then,
the
I'm sorry,
wolves?
what was your question?
The wolves?
The wolves,
Do they
the
have
wolves don't
like
have anything.
saddles?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well,
So yeah, Dan.
I'll go check out
I
what
guess at
Dan's
this
doing.
point, Dan, yeah, you see Dan hanging out with a blonde-haired woman who introduces herself as Kella, Dark Hope. So she explains her story,
Okay.
and then she says, she says, "Listen, folks, I'm glad that you all are here and you're having a good time searching around the town, and you've taken care of this goblin problem." She says, "But I'm gonna be completely honest. I belong to a certain organization that plans on taking this village here over."
What? What do you mean
Are you
take it
behind?
over?
Are you behind the fact that all these villagers have disappeared?
No, no, of course not. Of course not. It's just a matter of convenience. I was actually on my way to to speaking with the people in charge here, but conveniently enough, it just seemed like excellent timing that I found this place mostly abandoned.
Who are the people?
I
in
wasn't
charge?
completely honest with you, Dan, but yeah, I wasn't exactly staying here for that long. I actually just arrived this morning when the attack occurred.
But you were here when the attack happened.
I was.
There. Good enough for me. I mean, wandering through one way or the other. Let's see. This dead here fella, besides a frying pan, I wonder if he had a sack on him, didn't he?
He did. You want to take a look through the sack?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and dump the sack out on the floor.
Sure. So you find several muffins, a block of cheese, a cooked chicken, a frying pan that he was holding in his hand, an iron pot. You also find a bullseye lantern, 2 flasks of oil, a set of cook's utensils, a jar of cloves, a jar of saffron, a dented silver jug, and a cracked hourglass.
Wow,
All right.
lots of kitchen supplies.
Well, let's have a snack. Muffins and cheese all around. Arr.
Hey,
The lantern's handy. I mean, it's starting to get dark. We're gonna need some way of lighting our way.
hey,
Sure.
Dan. Whatever happened to your donkey?
He's outside. Well, I was, he should be fine with the grass. I still want to find out if there's any other survivors in this town.
By the way, lady, what organization are you from? And who is the people in charge? You said you wanted to speak with them. Do you know who they are?
Yes, of course. The leader of this here village is a woman by the name of Lady Valrosa of Nandar. In fact, you see,
Ah.
if she points to the south, you see that big old keep there? She says that's where she lives. No
Oh my
idea if
God.
she's there now.
Well, my face lights up, and I'm heading towards that area that she pointed towards. I just don't even listen anymore. I keep walking. I'm
Whoa.
walking toward that area.
You're
Where's
just
it
gonna
at?
go off on yourself, on your lonesome.
Oh, where are you going?
Where's that at?
So she pointed to the south, this
Okay.
direction.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm not gonna keep going, but
The
you guys can.
south where that that 20-foot gap in the bridge is? That's South?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
All right.
fact,
Good.
if you scroll to the bottom of this map,
Oh.
you should see like a side view of the village and the bridge and the keep.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hope you brought your jumping shoes there.
Damn it.
So,
Let's take out some more buildings. Get everybody out who's here. Come on.
all right. So,
What was the
unfortunately,
organization?
She says, I think this is a good place to have a bit of a cliffhanger. She says, "Oh, you know, just a small organization called the Zentarum."
Dun dun dun.
So I'm gonna end it here. It's 11:35. I think it's a
Yeah.
good place to stop. Because just as she says that, you actually you can hear the neighing of horses from the west.
Oh, that's a cliffhanger.
Okay.
All right,
Sure.
like multiple horses and the sounds of hooves, like
Someone's
riding
ringing
in.
a bell, like,
Yeah, like somebody's
showed up.
riding in. All right. So, did everybody have fun?
Yeah.
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 Any complaints? Any suggestions? I mean, you don't have to tell me now. You can think about it.
I was
Go
gonna say, it kind of sucked that I was down for most of the game,
Yeah.
so I didn't really get to. So I didn't get to play at all until like, you know.
Yeah, I know that
That is
does
a
suck.
problem.
Um,
Yeah.
I did my very best to keep you alive.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot we could do, but at least, like, this is just me, but I wouldn't mind if, if we're having, like, out-of-character discussion about what to do, even if you're unconscious, like, you could still contribute if we're just talking out of character,
Yeah.
That's just me.
I was thinking.
yeah, I don't mind doing that. I mean, it's gonna happen anyway when you wake up. But if you're relying on information that only that unconscious character has, then I might take issue with it. But in most cases, that's not gonna happen.
And then some of that might have been my fault. Had I not gone off and started searching, then we would have had time for you to rest, and we could have just walked through the okay, rest, and now you're conscious thing. So I'll keep I'll keep that in mind in the future.
It's all
Okay.
good.
Yeah, and if you have any suggestions for me, or you didn't really feel like you had the fun that you were expecting, feel free to shoot me a PM or talk to me over Discord, whatever the case is.
I thought you were pretty great. I really liked all your voices.
Thanks.
That's fine.
I have a lot in store for you guys, so I'm glad you had fun. And the next session then will be in 2 weeks. And I know, unfortunately, that does leave out Jay.
That is okay.
Okay. But Jay, enjoy your vacation in Disney.
Oh, I will.
Land
Alright.
the world.
Disney World.
Hey.
This should be decorated for Halloween. Should be great.
Yes, I'm going to their Halloween party.
Very nice.
Lucky.
All right. Yeah, I had a good time. Thank you, Joe, for
Oh,
DMing.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh,
everybody.
Actually, before everybody goes, can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Jay, you're leaving on Tuesday, right?
Yes.
I don't know what everybody's schedule is here, and I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but off chance you guys are available on Monday, the 26th.
Yeah.
What time?
What time?
Same time.
Oh, it would be like the same time.
Not well. Yes, actually, I am. Next Monday, yes, I am. My
Okay.
class is online for that day. So
What about you,
normally,
Jay?
normally I have class that day though.
Which Monday? Next Monday?
Not
Yeah,
It's
this
coming
Monday.
Monday.
Oh wait, this coming Monday. Oh, because it
Yeah,
leaves
6
on.
days.
Oh,
it's 6
yeah.
days.
That's fine.
What about Ellie and Doug?
I should be okay. Pretty sure, but I'm not gonna be completely sure if I'll be free for another couple of days. So, but probably solid 80%. Yeah, but I might have something come up.
So is that instead of our meeting on the 4th?
No. It'd be
What's
like a bonus.
Okay. All right. I think right now I don't see anything on my the calendar here. I have to look at the paper calendar in the kitchen, but I think it doesn't look like I've got anything going on.
Yeah.
I'll let
So
you know if it
occasionally,
doesn't work
you know,
out.
like if I'm free and for Jay's not for Jay's convenience, but for somebody's convenience, I might like throw in a bonus session. So I just happen to be free on the 26th, and I don't have to be at work till 3 p.m. the next day. So that's why I'm suggesting it. All right.
Yeah, that works.
I could probably make it. I think so.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna wait for Ellie to confirm, and if she's available, then we'll go ahead and have the session.
All right.
Sounds great.
Cool.
You can confirm
Alright.
on Discord or on Roll20, either works. Just
Yeah,
post
that's fine.
them.
Yeah, I should know within a couple of days. I have some like school assignment stuff going on right now that I need to sort out. Like I'm going to be meeting with a professor to do like makeup work, so I don't know, and I'm going to figure out when I schedule that, and probably
Okay.
will be free. I'll
Alright,
let you
cool.
guys know. Days.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for playing. Have a good night.
Right.
All right.
Good
Take it
night,
easy.
everybody.
Cool. All right,
Good
later.
night.